I believe.
Okay, let me know.
Oh,
Let me know how it looks.
Let me look at it on my phone. So I don't have to open another tab.
Let me go.
I look
I'm
good.
going.
It's not perfect with the cropping and everything because it didn't like the aspect ratios I have. It didn't stretch properly, so I need to.
My face is like covered up by text. I have to sit up straight.
Yes.
You can adjust your webcam also.
Gamer.
Who does that?
Maybe I'll do this.
Okay,
Kaboom.
but can
Now you see my
everyone
notes.
in the stream? Can you all see yourselves moving? And it's clear enough, and there's no like horrible back lag.
Yes.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay, but can
No,
everyone
mute.
Please
Turn
do
that
not
off
the
right
volume.
now. I hate
I
that.
can't find the mute.
Okay.
Just turn off the volume on
Wow,
your
that stream delay on my phone is like 20 seconds.
Oh, the stream
no,
delay
no.
is intentionally high because we don't need
Uh-oh.
we don't need a fast thing.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. Well,
I hate viewer feedback.
I think we're all good to go. Let me turn on a video background because we're in a tavern right now. This is really a benchmark test of my computer's capabilities here.
And how is it going so far?
It looks like
Oh, no,
everything
I
is
can
it
see-
looks
I can
like
see your
everything is
menu in my
going well.
window.
My menu? No, it should be gone now.
Can you change it?
I'm displaying the actual display of this monitor. So that's what you guys see.
Okay.
But I won't touch that monitor anymore. That's going to be solely that. So I won't look at anything stream related or otherwise. So, are you guys all ready to begin?
Yes.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. So, welcome back, everyone. Thank you for... If you've just started to watch, thank you for sitting through our technical difficulties. And if you're one of my players, especially thank you for sitting through the many technical difficulties.
Does this mean we need to drink?
Yes.
Later. It does, yeah. Okay, so welcome back, everyone. Our last session was session 61 on January 16th of 2022. This is session number 62. The events of the previous session were as follows. On the night of Monday, May 21st, 1001, after finishing up her work duties at the Church of Arabella, Rosani found a quiet back room to perform some scrying at the end of the night. She began by scrying on Evangeline and found her sneaking out in the middle of the night to get into adventuring trouble, seeming more comfortable after receiving guidance from the members of the collective. Ending the spell, Rosani prepared herself to cast it once again, this time with the target being her mother. She discovered her mother speaking with another elf regarding a group of elves who had made their way across the border to a familiar fort outside the town of Magnolia. Rosani's mother, Elian, announced that she insisted that she take her group of elves back into the forest, but the man did not agree. They continued their conversation, and Rosani continued to watch her for some time before ending the spell. Overwhelmed by the knowledge that their mother was both alive and relatively close by, Rosani broke down into relieved tears before retiring for the night at the church. Back at the estate, Gorn retired early because he was, quote, really tired, unquote, and felt like everyone explicitly needed to know that. Badger and the rest of the table had a short argument about drinking wine that's already been opened, but ultimately decided to wait until the planning of Calhoun's date was done to crack into it. Hearing that the discussion had turned towards food, Gorn returned back downstairs and joined the table after retrieving some warm milk. We have a quote from Otis, "I don't understand milk." In an effort to compose a meal that fit the dietary restrictions of the couple-to-be, Roscoe led the table on putting together the dinner for the evening, which was pretty much all sides and no entrees. Otis, surprisingly, provided some fat culinary knowledge to Gorn before he got bored of the conversation and decided that he would plan and assemble the entirety of the meal by himself. Roscoe quickly established that he would provide the entertainment for the dinner, but after a short discussion about whether or not women find juggling impressive, the table decided that a juggling routine by Flint would also be featured. When the topic of a driver was brought up, Keverill was volunteered by Gorn to use Fast Cabbage to retrieve them for the date. The group also decided to put 2 chairs in the back of the wagon, displaying once again that the collective's mechanical ingenuity is matched only by their tactical prowess. Keverill, very lost in the conversation, reluctantly agreed to act as the driver. While the table was trying to figure out what Otis was going to do for the date, Otis dropped one last bomb of dating knowledge on the party and suggested he open the door. Upon further discussion, it was decided that he would also close the door. With the planning complete, an elite dating lineup was formed. Gorn would cook, Roscoe would provide music, Badger would be the waiter, Flint would juggle, Keverill would be the driver, and Otis would open the door. The party went to sleep soon after the plan was settled. On the morning of Tuesday, May 22nd, 1001, shortly after waking up the next morning, Badger discovered a pair of messenger balls hidden in a broken bottle of wine. The collective, minus Rosani, gathered around the table and listened to the message left from Levin. Unfortunately, Levin did not lead with good news. The collective, caught up in a debate on purposely letting Harald go, forgot to provide a mission report on the second ball and return them. This prompted Levin to send Sergeant Eric to retrieve the messenger spheres from the party. After stressing the importance of clear communication, Levin then gave the party details on their next assignment. Recent reports informed them that a group of elves had taken up residence in an abandoned fort just outside of Magnolia. The collective was to travel to the fort, make contact with the elves, discover why they were there, and to come to a diplomatic resolution with them. To avoid the communication issues in the future, Badger announced that he would handle the mission reports moving forward. While the party discussed the details of the mission, Badger went downstairs to speak with the members of the pirate crew. After polling the crew for ideas, it was decided that Raymond would lead a crew of 3 in stealing crates of apparel off a merchant ship, and Fennel would lead a group of 3 in going around and searching for leads on future jobs. The gang decided that snapping was the thing that they were going to do, and Badger returned the party upstairs. At the table, the group realized that due to the urgency of their mission, that the date must happen that night. Calhoun arrived at the door as the party was splitting into search parties, and had the news broken him that the date would be tonight, causing him to panic and crush the flowers he had brought for Rosani. The group then spent a painfully long amount of time debating the logistics of picking up Rosani, whether or not Calhoun should ask her out himself, and who should ride the tail horse that picks her up if she rejects Calhoun. Gorn decided to stay at home and prepare the meal, while Flint and Otis stayed at home to practice their tasks for the evening. Keverill, Roscoe, and Badger took the wagon and the chairs to the Church of Arabella to find Rosani. Shortly before midday, Roscoe, Badger, and Keverill drove the cart to the Church of Arabella with the intent to look for Rosani. With Keverill deciding that he was going to look after the horses outside, Roscoe and Badger entered the church to look for their friend. A clergyman noticed them on their arrival and walked over to ask what they needed. After asking if Rosani was there, the man brought them to the room where she was reading a book to some children. She told them that she needed to speak with everyone in the party, but upon trying to leave to go back home, Roscoe lied that the estate was in disarray with potatoes everywhere, hoping she wouldn't want to go home to that. Rosani insisted that what she had to say was important, so they settled on having a party meeting at the Teetering Horseman Inn. The group exited the church to ride there with Keverill. Keverill did go along with the starchy house lie, though he gave Roscoe a very disapproving look while doing so. The 4 arrived at the Teetering Horseman Inn and decided that they didn't all have to go back to the estate to gather the rest of the group. Rosani, Roscoe, and Badger all waited at the inn while Keverill went back to the estate. When he arrived, Gorn was gathering all the rope in the house to go fishing. Quote, "Hey, Gorn, what's the rope for?" End quote. Keverill. Let's see. Gorn continued with his plan to scale the cliff for fish, saying that he had more than enough time to get the fish before leaving. Otis joined them as Flint tied the rope around his waist as an anchor for Gorn. Let's see. After finding and killing a sufficiently sized mackerel for dinner, Gorn started scaling the cliff with the fish stuffed in his pants. Flint and Otis heaved him up from the cliff side, smacking him against the rock a few times, and as he ascended, Keverill stopped Gorn before he could leave, asking if there was a place he could keep the fish so it didn't go bad. Gorn insisted that if he didn't cook the fish now, it would taste very bad. Keverill then asked if Gorn considered the party his friends, with Gorn responding that they were more like family to him. Keverill then brought up the point that he was more invested in cooking a fish than listening to his so-called family, when they clearly have something very important to discuss. Finally getting the importance of the moment through to Gorn, the group made their way to the Teetering Horseman Inn, with Gorn bringing the fish along to cook. With the collective finally together, they sat down in the empty tavern at a table, Kevril sitting further away from the bar. She revealed to the party how she grew up in the forest with her family, but one day over 10 years ago, her mother disappeared with no trace. After which Rosani eventually left her home and arrived in Paradine. Rosani explained that she had never had any proof of her mother even being alive until the night before when she finally scryed on her. Her vision showed her mother in a ruined fort outside of Magnolia, and Rosani said that she had to leave to go and see her again. The rest of the party then informed Rosani that Levin had told them to go to Magnolia as a diplomatic mission to the elves that were taking up residence in the fort there. The group quickly realized that these two locations were one and the same, and resolved to go there together. Realizing that the date probably shouldn't happen at that point, Badger raced back to the estate to bring Calhoun back to his house. Once there, Badger gave Calhoun a quick slap and a few strong words about getting his life together. Calhoun took it to heart very quickly, deciding that he didn't want to continue lying to Rosani and demanded that Badger took him to her. They raced back to the tavern, Calhoun asking Badger to slap him again before going inside, which Badger complied to, adding some mud under his eyes as well. Walking inside and leaping atop a table, Calhoun poured his heart out to Rosani about all of his trauma from their journey on the sea and ended with a confession of his love to her. During his rambling, Rosani quietly walked over to him and then hopped up onto the table to join him. After confirming that he had finished his speech, she wiped the mud off from under his eyes and then kissed him. So, those are the events of the previous session. Are there any questions before we begin?
Nope.
Great. All right. Then, welcome everyone to session 62 on January 30th, 2022. Rosani, you all watch. The rest of you watch as Calhoun bursts into the Teetering Horseman and leaps atop a table and pours his heart out to Rosani and to everyone else who is currently in the tavern until they share a kiss. Calhoun, Rosani, you break away, and he just kind of looks flabbergasted at you, and that was the way I had hoped that would go, but not necessarily the way I expected it to. I'm sorry. I really am. I should have told you this before, but I wanted to keep you safe. And I promise,
Okay.
maybe, we're still on the table. He gets down from off the table and offers his hand to help you.
I grab his hand and step down.
Okay. You do so. He looks around, and you watch as the realization of his situation quickly dawns on him. Hi. Hello.
What's up, Cal? How you doing?
Maybe we could just chat outside.
Yeah, let's do that. Why not? Okay, he hurriedly walks towards the door, opens it up, and boom, just closes it before you're even starting to walk towards the door yourself.
I'll be back. Still have more words, but not quite as important as my previous talk. And I'm gonna leave.
Yeah, Johnston behind the bar. Right on, man. Love wins.
I don't know you. Cool.
I agree. Love does indeed win.
I sit down at the table with everyone else.
I'm not there. I'm in the back cooking a fish.
You
That's
are
correct.
cooking.
That's true.
Does that wait? So Gordon missed it?
Gordon
Yeah.
missed the kiss.
So
That's a
Oh,
nightmare
poor
scenario.
you've probably heard everything going on, though.
I mean,
I
everyone
was
at the
pretty
table.
angry.
Everyone at the table did cheer
Yeah.
simultaneously.
And I'm
Um,
pretty sure Calhoun was yelling
Yeah, that was some yelling.
Yeah. Okay, Rosani, you open up the door to the tavern, close it behind you. The soft wind of this spring night kind of lazily blows through the air. You see Calhoun. It's just his hands clasped together, kind of leaning up against the wall. He wipes away what little mud remains under his cheeks, and then turns over to look at you. So,
You know, I had so many things I wanted to say, and now it's just all kind of gone out of my brain.
right, yeah, no, I'm lucky I got most of that out while I was in there, because I wouldn't have, you know.
Yeah. You're not the only one who's had a tough time recently. I want you to know that.
No, of course I know. That's why that's why I kept it from you.
This is exactly why I don't want you to keep it from me, is because it's the only way to make it better is if, you know, you have people there supporting you. And I guess, I don't know how much, like, Roscoe and Gorn and all of them were helping, but I don't know, I'd like to think that I could have helped. But
Yes, you certainly could have helped better than they could. But you know what? It's fine. From here on out, I'm going to be better. I'm not going to keep things from you. Nothing like that. I can't. And not from anyone. There's no use in bottling it up and keeping it inside. And So, I heard you guys are going away for a little while.
yeah, yeah, it's a little complicated. Because we have this job, but it's a little bit more personal for me than just a job, I guess now.
Why is that?
So, like 10 years ago, about, I was living with my family in the forest. And I woke up one morning and my mom disappeared. I had no idea where she went. She didn't give us a note or anything. She just left my dad, my brother, and me. Just gone. And to be honest, I thought she was dead this whole time. But I used some magic to be able to see her across really long distances, and basically I found out where she was.
That's wonderful. Where is she? Nearby where you're supposed to be going?
She is exactly where we're supposed to be going. She is the one that we're supposed to be going to.
Oh, Rosani, that's great. I call everything off. I mean, go. That's more important than anything else you could be doing right now. Rosani, I'm sorry, first of all, and Thank you for sharing that with me. I understand. You know I have my fair share of familial issues, but
Yeah.
listen, if I had the opportunity to, if I had the chance to meet my mother at all, I would drop everything. I would take it in an instant. You have that chance. If you need to go now, I'll be here, and everyone else will be too. This is more important.
Yeah. I don't know. It's like, of course I'm gonna go. But she left me, you know? 10 years ago. She made the choice to leave. And that kind of sucks. And that confrontation is coming of me, I guess, finding out. Well, I guess I know the reason why, but it just. It's different than how it was before, and I'm kind of scared for that.
Listen, dear, you said this to me. Well, it was only a few months ago, I suppose, but it feels like forever. However you feel is how you feel when you meet her, and there's nothing that you should say or have to say, and there's nothing that you can't say to her. What I'm saying is whatever your reaction is valid, whatever you're feeling is valid, but you don't owe her anything.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Thanks. Oh yeah, I didn't want to make this about me, but when I get back, we are going to talk about the things that have been going on with you.
I understand.
Yeah.
It's honestly, it's probably good that you're leaving for a little while. I need to get my shit together. I I heard. I need to talk. I should talk to David. And
You haven't talked to him?
well, I kicked him out a little while ago. So no, I haven't, and I've been. There's a lot of things I need to do, and I'm going to try. I'm gonna. It's going to be better. I'm going to make it better.
Yep. Yeah, you will. It'll be better.
Great. Okay. Well.
Yeah, I probably should.
Yeah. No, that's fine. I
Yeah.
live. I mean, I see my house from here. Yeah. 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 That's. I understand.
Okay.
Yep. Okay.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye.
Goodbye.
No, I mean, for now, yeah, for a little while, maybe like a few weeks. I don't know. Could be. I hope it's not years.
Yeah.
Probably
I hope
won't.
not.
You know what? If it's more than a few months, I'll come find you.
Yeah.
In like a not creepy way. I realize that could be misconstrued, and
Yeah, but
I will make it.
I understand.
Okay. All right.
Say hi to the twins.
Yeah.
I haven't gone by and said hi to them in a bit.
Yeah, they've been interesting tenants.
I'm sure you've been an interesting landlord.
Oh, it's fine. I'm nothing special. They saved my cat recently. That's a whole nother story.
You'll have to tell me when I get back.
Yeah. All right. Well, I won't keep you. I'll.
All right, I'll see you later.
Yep. All right. Bye.
Bye. So, walk back into the tavern.
Okay. You enter back into the tavern.
I'll sit down at the table.
So how'd it go?
It was good, I guess.
Okay.
So does that mean the date is off?
Because we kind of did a lot of very complicated planning.
Yeah.
We had this whole plan.
Not tonight.
Okay.
We'll put it on the
He's
back
gonna
burner.
deal with his stuff. We're gonna go off, deal with Levin's stuff and my stuff. Then we'll come back.
That's probably for the best.
While we're gone, we can brainstorm on further ways to improve the date.
I'm going to be honest with you, Roscoe. I think it's perfect. I think we left no stone unturned.
I don't believe anything is
I
perfect.
don't even want to know what you guys planned.
Okay. First of all, did you see the chairs in the back of the carriage?
That was part of the date planning.
Yeah. You're going to get picked up. It's a whole... we'll tell you on the way back.
How is that part of a date? It's a freaking carriage.
We'll tell
A
you on the way
romantic
back.
carriage.
It's a romantic carriage. But you wanted to say something?
No. Oh, right. I did want to say something. Yeah, please don't plan any more things. Like, ever.
Just like don't plan anything.
Like, in general?
Specifically between Calhoun and I, and please don't
Okay.
keep any more secrets from me about, that. Because that was kind of scummy.
Yeah.
I didn't
we
want
were
to do
looking out.
anything.
We were looking
Against-
out for Calhoun.
I didn't want to do anything against his will.
Yes, but you could have also encouraged him to at least talk it through with someone who's more qualified as a counselor. Just gonna be honest.
I feel like between
Not
the five of
even
us,
me.
I don't know. I feel like between the 5 or 6 of us that were there, I thought we did a pretty masterful job.
So
Planning the date or being a counselor to grief.
Well, really, what can't we do?
as you guys are discussing, Kevril, you hear Johnston, the second shift guy. You're sitting at the table, and he's kind of blatantly like, "Hey, Kevril, man. Hey,
Yeah, what? Yeah, yes,
Hey,
Johnston.
dude,
Yes.
come here, man. I gotta talk to you and Gorn."
Okay, I like scoot over to him slowly. As
No,
I kinda,
dude. I
look
mean,
back at him.
like, come behind the bar, man.
Okay, I'll walk behind the bar.
Okay. All right, here we gotta go into the back with Gorn.
First behind the bar, now into the back. What do you need?
Well, I mean, the back's behind the bar, so it's really the same thing. Come on, follow me.
All right, I follow.
He leads you into the back. Gorn,
Yes.
you're cooking up a storm with that mackerel. You've stuffed it with apples and pears and coated it with dill, and the aromas of the fishy and fruity goodness mix in interesting and complex ways as they fill the kitchen.
No lemons though.
No lemons. What's a lemon? Johnston enters with Kevril in tow, and he's like, "Gorn, man." Kevril, close the door.
Okay.
What? I'm like chefing furiously over this cast iron skillet.
Hey, so listen. He pulls out a gun on you. Hey, so listen. I was just like eavesdropping on the conversations that that your buddies were having, right? With like
Yeah.
that Kal-El guy, and your blonde friend. I feel like
Mhm.
it seems like you guys are gonna like leave for a while.
Oh.
Yeah, and like I'm kind of we don't really have anybody else that works the tavern. So that's kind of like
So you're covering our shifts then?
well, shit, man. I mean, that's like 20. How many? That's like a full day. Like every day, for like however long you're gone. That could
Couple
be
weeks.
that could be a while. Yeah, that's like 2 whole weeks of days, which is
Mhm.
however many that is. That's a lot, I think.
So what are
I
you
kind
trying
of
to say?
I kind of want to go home and like see my family on a couple of those days. Like that my whole life isn't just my job, man. I mean, I go home and I play stick cup,
Yeah. No, I get you, Johnston.
Right.
Emerald does not get Johnston. He has no idea what the hell that is.
So
But he doesn't say anything.
Gorn nudges Kevril and gives him a very obvious wink. Like, no, we
I just
understand you, Johnston.
right.
nod.
So like what are we going to do? I mean the tavern owner and the boss probably not going to be pleased. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. So
What do you want us to do about it?
well, I mean like something. It's kind of not my problem totally because I haven't caused it. I've just been working like I'm supposed to. And you guys are just leaving on vacation.
Well,
Whatever the hell that is.
it's not vacation, but like, yeah, I see what you mean.
Yes, yeah. So, so you got anybody who can cover your shifts or?
Yeah. Wait a minute. I think I do have somebody.
Oh, great. Who is it?
It's that the blonde one's friend, the one you called Kel or whatever the fuck it is.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, I think he needs a job.
Oh, that's fine.
I'm sure he'll accept it. Yeah, in fact, he will, 100%. You got your guy.
Okay, great. Where does he live?
Right down the street.
Like what building?
I don't know, man.
So I'm just gonna go out in the street and knock on doors until I find this guy.
I mean, I'll go
Isn't
talk
he?
to him.
Did you hear him? The dude's like a manic depressive. I don't know. Like,
look, man. You got your guy. Let me cook my fucking fish. I turn back to my.
that's only one guy. There's two of you.
I got mine covered.
All right. Well, God's above, man. Kevril.
I flipped the fish in the big skillet, like two-handed.
The only people that I'm familiar with are gone. They, or at least, are shipping out very soon. I don't know if I have anybody.
Well, sounds like you'll be working 12s, Johnson.
Hey,
Yeah?
that's kind of.
I turn to look at him.
He looks at you and he's like, it's kind of messed up. Shit. You know what? I got an idea.
Lay it on me.
Kevril, go get the wax from the from the larder.
Can I ask why?
Yeah,
Why?
I'll tell you when I'm done. You'll see.
That's not the purpose of it. Okay, I go and get it.
Okay, you go into the larder. There is an abundance of old beeswax from a long time ago, when the food needed to be stored. It was not so scarce, but now, given the situation of the kingdom, food basically comes and goes as quickly as it can without being stored. So there's an abundance of this waxy material stored within the tavern. You bring it out. And he says, "All right, great. Let me try something real quick. Can you guys just look at me for a minute?"
I'm kind of cooking here.
Okay, well, Kevril, can you stand
I
next
flip
to
the
him and I'll
fish
look?
again.
We'll make it
Yeah,
work.
sure.
Okay, so you guys make it work. And he gets two big slabs, mounds of wax. And he starts pulling out like ingredients. He lifts up a old floorboard and scrapes some moss off of it. And after, let's see. Okay. After some time, you understand what he's doing. With the wax, he is creating crude effigies of your heads, like busts. And after about 15-20 minutes, he's complete. You look and you see two surprisingly accurate wax busts of you two. And he's like, "Okay, here's my plan. So that calzone guy, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if he could handle the tavern. I mean, like, it's literally just serve food and drink. I mean, it's not even an inn. Like, people don't even sleep here. Wait a fucking second. It says inn on the sign, doesn't it?
Yes, yeah, it does.
Nobody sleep. This isn't an inn, though. This is a tavern, right? Isn't that the difference?
Hey man, don't look at me. I just work here.
Okay, yeah, me too.
I don't know.
Anyways, what we're gonna do is this. I'm gonna set you guys up, right? And you guys are lucky.
Right.
You guys are lucky I'm doing this, because what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to come in when the switches shift, or when the shifts switch, to swap out the heads. But I'm just gonna like put you guys up there, with the sign or something, and it'll say like I'm having like a sickness, like a throat issue or something, and they just kind of serve themselves and they pour their own drinks and they throw their money in a bucket. He pulls out an old bucket. I think that'll work. And like they won't know, you'll be like on the counter, so they won't know that the rest of you isn't there, right?
Before we continue, can you grab a salt for me, Johnson?
Yeah.
It's right above your head. It's right above your head, right there.
Yeah, man. I mean, we have like 8 grains left.
I'm gonna need all 8.
Dude. All right, here.
Hand me the damn salt.
Your funeral. He hands you the baggie of salt.
I salt the fish.
Brett, out of character. What are these wax like busts? Just a solid color? Are they just like yellow, like an amber color?
Well,
like
the wax itself is amber, but he's found like moss from the floorboards and like some rotten tomatoes and a couple other things to like kind of paint them.
So they're like sort of in our likeness,
They're
color-wise.
They're vaguely in your likeness, yeah.
Okay.
They're looking okay. For the ingredients that he had to work with, you were surprised with how good they look, and also that
rolled really well there.
And also knowing who Johnston is as just a peasant,
Surprised by his craftsmanship. I see.
Yes, yeah, you're kind of impressed. If it wasn't such a stupid idea, it's clearly
Okay.
he's clearly a savant. So
Makes me think how many times he's done that to get himself out of a shift.
so that is what we are going to do.
All right. I mean, it's your idea.
Yes.
Yeah, whatever you want to do, man. We won't have any say very soon. We're gonna be gone. So
Okay.
if this
Yeah.
if this works, then
All right. I was really hoping I could just, play standard Gorn here and just not feel morals. But the bucket idea,
Yeah.
not so good.
What do you mean?
Hold on.
But you think the
I
busts will
pulled-
work, right?
I pulled a massive skillet off the flame, and I set it on the countertop and wiped my hands on my smock.
Okay.
I look at him. Look, I'm really impressed with your artistry here, but buddy, if I didn't see a worker and just a bucket and free ale, my coin would not find its way into that bucket.
Well, yeah,
Not one
but
day
that's
out of 7, buddy.
you're not thinking that's what the bust is there for.
No, yeah, but like,
You know what
Still.
I mean?
I mean, it looks nice.
Well, here's the thing. Here's what I'm gonna do. Like the first couple days, I'm gonna be like under the counter, right? And if they try and pull any shit, I'll be like, "Hey, what are you doing? You're supposed to put your gold in the bucket." And they'll be like, "Oh man."
pretty good
That
Gordon
doesn't
impression.
sound anything like me.
I thought it sounded pretty good.
Shut up.
So and they'll be like, "Oh man, well that is him," because it spoke to me.
You just call me an it.
No, the bust.
I don't know.
You know what?
Johnson.
You know what I mean, man.
Carol,
Listen,
please.
you guys are not giving me many options. I mean, you're telling me you're gonna go leave on a boat for weeks. Like,
Wait, what if you just quit too?
well, I can't quit. This is my job. We're all gonna quit.
Wait,
What?
idea.
What?
Hear me out.
Yeah.
You come with us.
I can't come with.
Johnson, look at me.
What,
Tell
man?
me you've never wanted an adventure in your life.
I mean, I've never really left the like a 500-foot radius from here. Yeah, that's
You've never
true.
been outside the walls of Paradine?
Like once.
Well, yeah, you should come with us then.
I don't think he wants to leave his
I mean,
family.
Kevin,
Yeah, man. Like I got
Come on.
like a wife, like 12 kids, man. I
Bring
gotta.
them too.
I
No, bring 'em all.
can't. I can't.
Road trip.
Susie's sick. She can't go on a boat.
Susie.
It's easy.
Sorry.
The winter, it nearly claimed her, man. I mean, come on.
All right. Well,
It's hard. You know what? No, hold the fucking phone. We're talking about this. All right, you guys live up in your. I've seen it. I've seen it before. You guys live in this big ass house over on the cliff by the bay, and you got like all these crazy people show up at your door, and they knock on your door, and they leave you like there was some guy with balls once. Anyways. And all this crazy shit, right? And you got like, look at you, man. I mean, look at what you're wearing. You're wearing a smock and mithril half plates. Like, what even is that? Is that metal? I've never even.
don't forget about the bear cloak.
Yeah, and you
That's
have
the coolest
you
part.
have a bear on you. You have like
killed it.
I don't even know what that is. You kill
Oh,
bears
man.
at that? He thinks on your mithril. Like, what is that? Is that a metal? I don't even know, man. And you, I mean, I don't know anything about you, but like, you guys live in this crazy ass house. You know, I live in the slums, man. Like, Oh, yeah,
it
live in a-
sounds like you're giving me reasons to come with.
I live.
Johnston, don't
I got
know.
12 people. We live in one room in this house, and there's 3 stories above that. And they all have 12 people, man. That is 20 people in one dwelling. That's a lot of, and I gotta work here, man, to barely afford any of this shit. And you guys are just like, oh, I work at a tavern that calls itself an inn. What's with that? What is with that? Man, this is crazy. You know what? No, we're doing the bus thing,
Wait.
and I'm taking the money. I'm taking your tips. I'm taking your tips for the 2 weeks, and I'm taking your wages for the weeks that you're not here because I'm doing the work. All right, I made these. You watch as the head sloughs off one. Clap. I made these. I'm gonna use them. And I'm gonna fucking find like herbs for Susie, my sick daughter.
Hold on, Johnston. Can I rummage through my pack and bring out my potion of healing?
Yeah, you can.
I press it into his chest with some force. Here. Take this. Give it to Susie. And how about we just stay hush-hush on this? Yeah?
These drugs?
The good kind. This guy can vouch. He's a druid. He knows what he's talking about, right, Kevin? Like,
And you're a druid?
He's a pretty hardy nudge in the side.
What's a druid? Is that even a word?
They really like animals.
Like
I
that?
whisper
And
to
like
Gordon.
herbs.
I'm
You
gonna
just
whi-
said
I'm gonna-
herbs. They really-
I'm gonna whisper over to Gordon. I'm like, dude, this guy's really projecting right now. I don't think we really.
Look
need
what
to,
I'm trying to do. I'm trying to give him the potion.
Well,
He's just gotta
here's
take the
the-
damn thing.
Here's the thing: we're gonna leave, and he's not gonna be able to come find us. So what the
No.
hell difference does it make if we just leave and not cover it anyway?
I
I'm
mean-
whispering this.
That's what we're gonna do. I'm just trying to soften the blow.
You guys are right in front of me. You're discussing this. It doesn't matter that you're whispering. I hear this.
I was whispering quietly.
I hear
stand in front of
this!
Johnston with my back to him, and I face Gabriel. This is a private conversation. What were you saying?
I feel bad for this guy, but like honestly, we have more important things to do. We're doing this.
Just convince him to take the potion. Listen. I'm gonna break the fish out. He's not gonna be able to stop me with that fish in my hands. All right. So just you can. All right.
He wouldn't be able to stop you with your bare hands. Like I don't know why.
My bare cloak. Even.
Yeah, right. Anyway, I turn back to what's his name, Johnston. Yeah, Johnston. Look, Johnston.
You have to,
druid
like,
is
go around
somebody.
me. I'm in front
Yeah,
of- I'm
I
like-
I scoot around you. I make sure I don't hit my
He-
cloak or like cape on the flame of the skillet and stuff. I'm cautious. So I like turn to Johnston. We're kind of like.
Yeah.
He's kind of one side of Gordon, I'm on the other, and I'm like, all right. So I just like kind of touch Gordon on the shoulder, walk around, kind of half circle. I'm like, look, all right. A druid is somebody who's kind of like, I mean, are you familiar with clerics, clergy? Clerics, you know, the church.
I know the church.
Well, they have special people that do special things, kind of magic. A couple of special people, they can heal people. You know, all the magic from the goddess, but whatever. I don't know much about that, but what I know is that I'm a druid, and it's kind of similar, which means this potion is reliable. So what I need you to do is take this potion and not say anything about us leaving.
Well,
About it.
dude, you haven't even told. You could just tell me what it is.
It's a potion. It's a healing potion. It
That-
heals
It's a
wounds
potion
and
of healing.
disease.
I gave it to you.
Why did you lead with that?
I
You're-
said it was the good kind of drug. What are you asking?
You're
really,
like
drugs.
dude.
Like, yes, it is a drug.
Man, you are insane. You are crazy.
listen.
You're the ones. Listen, you're about to go into the fucking fields and get some herbs for your dying daughter. I don't want to hear it. All right? You're gonna figure some fucking cilantro. Shut up. Take the damn potion. I walk out with the fish. I walk out with my fish and skillet.
Gabriel Johnston looks at you and he's like, "Fine, man. I'm doing the bucket."
You do you, man. And then I walk out.
Bucket. I'm doing the bucket. You can't.
All right. Gorn, Kevril, the two of
Wait,
you.
before I leave, can the head kind of like ball the bus head, and I just kind of like nudge it back up?
Yeah. Ew, that's funny.
All right, I'm gonna take a restroom break, but I have my headset on, so you can still talk to me if you'd like.
So we heard all of that, right?
Whispering.
You guys
Not
heard
the whisper.
you guys heard bits and pieces. The door was closed, but you heard the louder portions of the conversation.
Well,
You heard
Gorn
me
is like
scream at him in the end.
Gorn always screams. That guy was screaming for a majority of that conversation. We probably didn't hear Kevril at all.
Yeah, you didn't hear.
Hardly
was
ever
screaming.
hear
I
Kevril.
scream. I scream often, but I'm not always screaming.
That's true. Kaz turned off his camera, so I'm Siggins now on the stream.
Yeah, I know, it's okay. Gorn
And
and
once he turns it back on, it'll fix itself.
yeah,
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Gorn and Kevril, you two exit from the back room. The rest of you watch as Gorn and Kevril leave, and then soon after, you watch as the man named Johnson comes with two wax busts of Gorn and Kevril. He places Gorn atop the counter, stows Kevril underneath, and you watch he just drops below the counter. And then, yeah.
Okay.
You watch as a hand appears with a bucket that scrapes along the table next and is placed next to the Gorn head. And it kind of...
Okay.
Can I bring the fish over to the table?
Yeah.
I bring the fish over to the table. I slam the skillet on the table in front of everybody.
I'm behind Gorn, but I just go and sit down.
Okay.
Shit, I forgot silverware. I go back behind the counter and get some silverware. It wouldn't be silverware. They're all fucking poor. What is it? Is it just like wood toothpicks? Like, what do we got?
Honestly, it's, yeah, like woodware.
Yeah, I got some woodware. Maybe some, like... No. Yeah, just wood.
Yeah, most people would just kind of eat stuff with
Eat
their
with their
hands. Yeah.
You know what? We got a knife. There's got to be a knife.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
have
I get
knives
a
on
knife.
me.
Yeah, you guys have
We all
I
have
weapons.
get a knife. It's a big, like, a cooking knife. And I
Okay.
come and
Like a steak knife.
Yeah, he's got to
I
have at
s-
least a cooking knife.
and some plates. And I start slicing up the fish for everybody wordlessly.
Quick question.
Yeah.
What's with not for you?
Oh.
Silence,
Sorry.
idiot.
What's with the you know why are there things that look like you guys?
Well, you hear from behind the
That's Gorn.
you hear from behind the counter. Well, it's because I'm just going on a boat for a few weeks, and I, probably shouldn't just do that. So my good buddy and great coworker Johnston figured out a way for us to still be open for business, so that I don't get fired and Susie doesn't die.
Yo, Gorn, when did you learn to throw your voice like that?
And who's
Shut up.
Susie and why is she dying?
Gorn, the real Gorn, is still standing right in front of you, just cutting up some fish.
Who is Susie and why is she dying?
And how do we know? And how do we
Johnson's
know you're the real
daughter.
Gorn?
Does she need healing?
I gave her a healing potion.
Okay.
I mean, I gave him a healing potion to give her.
Hmm.
That should fix it, right?
Very reliable.
Kevril vouched. I mean, I assumed.
I told him to go to the church.
Yeah, I also assumed that would heal it, Brett.
Offhand, you would know nothing about this sickness, but it probably would be sufficient.
As long as it's nothing too serious, it probably should be okay. But
Gorn-
if it is more serious,
Are you talking to me?
definitely- Me?
Gorn-
Yes.
I made the potions. I could tell you for sure that I have no idea if it will heal that sickness.
Well, we
You know
don't
what?
even know
tried
what sickness it is.
I slapped some fish onto a plate and I slide it over to Badger.
Oh,
Eat.
halibut?
Mackerel.
believe it's mackerel.
It is mackerel.
I don't know
I
my
give out fish to
Character
everyone else
Rosati would
too.
not know that.
You guys eat your fish.
Yes.
Sure.
Yum.
How does the fish taste?
Interesting. It's well made, for sure. I mean, there's a nice sear. Um, again, given the limitations of your technology, there's a nice like flat sear on either side. The fruits are a little tough still. The heat didn't get all the way through them, but the juices have soaked well into the fish. Each slice has about a grain of salt on it, and a little bit of dill. Overall, it is an acceptable flavor experience.
Once you've all finished your fish,
Of course.
I ask, "How was it?"
It was good.
It was great.
Some pretty
It
good
was
Yeah.
fish.
good.
I
Got
could
a
The,
little-
tell
the fruit
you were
could
kind
have
of-
used a little bit more heat, but other than that, it was good.
I think
Juices
it
were
turned
good.
out really well, working with limited stock. Obviously, I know probably here is not as stocked as our kitchen, so
Yeah.
you were
So-
working with limited materials.
This was supposed to be for the date or whatever, but I got rushed, and
Well, it was.
that kind of
it
made me
was
upset. So look,
still-
I'm going to tell you this straight to your face. That fish was in my pants all the way from the sea until I cooked it here in this cabin. It was in my drawers. You need to so you all get fucked. When are we leaving, by the way? I get to tie up some loose ends.
Tomorrow, I don't know. We haven't determined that.
No reaction?
I think
Fine
you're-
with eating fine. You know what? They all call orcs the heathens, and you guys are just fine with eating fish out of a man's pants. Fine. Fine. Backward society.
Okay, you were
I'm
the
just
one
so-
that
well, yeah,
fed
Goran-
us.
I'm just so
fish
taken
out of a
aback.
man's
Goran,
pants.
were you the one that were just like walking around with fish rubbing against your meat for like half a day?
I mean,
That was today.
All right, listen, guys. Flint
I was
speaks
today.
up.
Oh yeah, Flint's here.
As the voice of reason and like order that I am,
Mhm.
Gorn, the fish was very good.
Thanks, man.
I mean, yeah, it was pretty good. And
Sorry that it was in my pants. at all.
and really the pants thing, I think personally, I think we can all relate with this and say we've probably had worse food from like worse places, right? So like the pants thing isn't really that big of an issue. I think we should probably like, talk about something important.
You know,
Okay.
that's a good point, Flint. I don't know if I agree with you on all of it, but that's a good point. We probably should talk about something important.
Man, agree to disagree, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
I really thought, you know what? Never mind. I understand.
Yes. Very wise words, Flint.
So,
That was
so
good.
Otis, wait. Did you
That
like
was
the fish?
Otis.
Did Otis eat the fish?
I hope
Does
not.
Otis eat?
does Otis know what fish is?
Otis, this is fish.
Hello.
It's not alive anymore.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, that's why we were eating it. We don't usually eat things that are alive.
It was in his pants.
Okay.
Most fish come from Gordon's pants.
Right.
No,
so like
no,
this
that's not
this
true.
here is what like I was talking about. What
Okay.
he strokes his beard.
You
know what I mean?
So when are we leaving tomorrow?
First
Uh,
thing in the morning?
I
yeah.
assume he wants to leave as soon as possible.
I mean,
Yeah.
some
I
guy
leave now.
I don't know. I they might like send somebody. Who knows?
Okay. And
We
you
know
said
what-
that they have a boat for us?
Yeah, we know what boat we're supposed to go on. We're supposed to ride on the Clearwater.
That's gonna need a renaming, but
Yeah.
it'll do for now.
The clear cabbage, more like.
The clear cabbage. What is it with you guys and cabbages?
Cabbage is proven
They're
to be the most
delicious. They're
efficient form of
nutritious. I
transportation.
mean,
Historically, very fast, speedy.
Swift.
quick.
All right. I'm sorry I asked.
All right. Well, I don't know about you guys, but
What do you want to talk about, Flint?
I mean, really nothing. I'm good to go back and just like rest. I gotta prepare to be on a boat again.
Yeah.
You know what I
Okay,
mean? I
yeah.
feel like everybody
Fair.
kind of does.
Yeah.
Yep. Agreed.
So
I feel like most of us are at an impasse or a point of time where we've lost our sea legs, so that's gonna suck. But we haven't lost the sea trauma, which is also gonna suck.
no,
Yeah.
Yes.
I carry my sea legs in my back pocket
Mm.
Do you just switch them out?
as needed.
Wonderful.
Had him this afternoon when I caught that fish.
Your pants are full of wonders, Gorn.
He suppresses a chuckle.
all right. So, barring anything else, you guys all finish up your wonderful fish meal. You leave John the Gorn
Oh,
bust.
I'll go. Yeah, I'll go pay. I'll pay the tab. Does he have a sign out? Did
There's
he
just
make the sign?
there's just a bucket still. As you
Excuse
approach,
me, Gorn. How much was our table? How
well,
much is our tab?
I can you remind me what you ordered?
Honestly, no.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Whatever. You get out of here,
Okay,
man.
we leave. All right,
Going away for 2 fucking weeks on vacation. God,
it's
insane.
working out. The bucket idea is working out great so far.
That's fine. Okay, so you guys leave the Teetering Horseman Inn and walk through the now quiet, windy streets of Paradine up back to the collective estate.
I would like to,
Oh,
before
Calhoun's
going
not
back
there.
to the estate, I would like to go back to the church and tell them I'm going to be gone for a few weeks.
Okay.
Because I remember they were not happy when I did not do that.
Yes.
Well,
Okay.
we do that like 3 times a month.
Rosani, you take a detour through the darkening streets over to the Church of Arabella and inform what few clergymen are there at night. You'll be departing for some time on important business. They thank you for informing them of your departure and bid you well on your journey. Great. Okay. Unless you guys have anything specific to do, you will sleep.
Leave.
Okay.
I actually did want to, like Badger's just gonna tell the group like, "Hey, I'm not gonna go on the boat, but I'll get Cedric to take my place," and then he'll walk out of the estate, and then walk back in as Cedric like 15 minutes later. But like change his clothes up a little bit.
Because
Okay.
Kaz doesn't, or sorry, Kevril doesn't know.
Okay.
Yeah, we're still working on that one.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
Cedric
you
goes to bed.
you do so. All right.
Jeff, could I also scry my mom again? Like when we're all going to bed and just like right before I go to sleep.
Yeah. Go ahead and make what's your save on that? You got like a
So it'll
plus
be-
10, I think.
It's 16 and her save modifier is minus.
So she needs a 20.
9?
She needs a 25. Okay. She fails. Bring-
Which is a 25 wisdom?
No, she needs like a 25 roll to succeed.
Oh.
Yeah. Once again, you pull out your magical symbol, place it on the floor and prepare your room for. Gorn is there too, in the room, because you guys have the
Yeah.
same bedroom.
You're just
I'm
watching me
asleep.
stare into a symbol.
No, I'm definitely snoring my ass off.
Okay.
Great.
I guess I'll put you guys in your proper spots. Otis just sits on the. Otis just sleeps on a fucking chair. He doesn't even sleep. I kind of feel bad for the guy.
He doesn't mind.
No, he's a robot. He's fine. Yeah, Rosani, you prepare the center of the room once again for a scrying ritual, and after performing the incantations and everything, you watch as a shimmering image appears in the symbol. It does not appear that much has changed from the last time that you scry it on your mother. Luckily, she is still in the same location as when you last saw her. Given that it is very late, you have found her in her elven trance-like state, sleeping, quote unquote. You gain no new information save for the fact that she is still in the same place as before. Great.
And I'm gonna go to sleep.
Okay. You all take a long rest and awaken on the morning of May 23rd, 1001. Before any of you even have time to really get up and start your day going, you hear from upstairs the rasp, tuck, 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 upon the door.
Roll for wake up.
Whoever goes, goes.
I go.
Okay. All right. Gorn.
I'm up doing some
Oh,
exercises.
Jesus, he's not that big.
My morning pull-ups on the door frame.
You hear the rasp knocking on the door, and pick yourself up and head down the stairs. You open the door to see a young man. He's dressed in like obvious sailor's clothing. He sports a short sword by his hip and nice, well-kept boots. As you open the door, he kind of, good morning.
Morning.
Hi,
Hi.
good to meet you. I'm Tom. I'm a member of the crew of the Clearwater. I've come to collect you.
That's the boat we're supposed to be going on, right?
That is correct. You're Gorn, right?
Yeah.
Great.
Right?
Tom, yes.
I gave him a firm handshake.
Yeah, you do so.
Good to meet you.
Yes, you too. Listen, Captain Fogarty has told me that time is of the essence, so if you could... He looks inside. I see one of your fellows is already ready to go.
Oh.
You see Otis sitting upon the chair.
Yeah, let me just get the other ones up and we'll be right down.
All right, I'll be waiting here.
I shut the door in his face. I go and I give Otis a few raps on the forehead.
Ding, ding, ding. Good morning.
Morning, Otis. Cedric and Roscoe's door with a few sharp pounds, and then walk my ass over to Peveril and Flint.
Okay.
Give them the same treatment.
Ignoring me?
And then I come back in my own room, and I go up to Rosani and I poke her in the neck. Wake up. And then I walk away, back downstairs.
Is the sun up yet?
Yeah. Yeah, it is. But it is rather early. You can tell. Certainly earlier than you're used to waking up.
Do we hear the birds chirping?
Yeah, you hear the seagulls cawing in the bay. All right. Gorn, you do the rounds and wake everyone up. Do you return to Tom? Does everyone else get up?
Yeah,
Yes.
I go downstairs.
Yeah,
to
we'll go downstairs
I
to
let
our
Tom, I let Tom in the house.
to our chairless table.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Is it? I mean, there's probably more than 2 chairs, right?
No,
No, we
at
put
the end
all
of the
the
session,
chairs.
I put all 6 of the chairs in the wagon so that we
Oh,
could all
you did.
transport, and then I
Mhm.
secured them with just like rope.
All right.
I thought you meant just the 2 that we put in there.
No,
Mm-mm.
Okay. Sailor Tom is let into the building by Gorn, and he immediately greets the rest of you with a with an enthusiastic "Good morning, rise and shine." It's
Morning.
Captain Fogarty is excited to meet all of you and depart. So I was informed to come get you. I suppose if you have any pressing affairs to attend to, you should do them now because he'd like to leave while still blowing east.
Is that why you're here so early?
Yep.
Yawn.
Ugh.
Hey,
Captain Fogarty's a very prompt man.
wonderful.
Good.
We
good.
we should just meet you at the docks.
Yep. You'll see the ship clear as day.
I'm gonna go boil some tea.
Thank you. I would love some.
could I also get a tea, man?
I just walk away.
Again, me.
Oh,
Oh no.
Oh,
It's-
Cedric.
Can I go?
It
Can I
makes
go
it
help? Can I go help Goran? Because I'm a druid. I know a special tea recipe.
Oh.
I'm proficient in herbs and such.
Oh. All
I'm
right. Sure.
proficient in herbs and such.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I consider myself that way as well.
You know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, you may do so.
Definitely know what you mean.
Corn, have you ever heard of opium?
Say-
Like, everyone comes up with a fucking with
Couple
a
opium
sand.
poppies.
Sad.
Yeah. Like,
Uh,
Just
take
a mortar
one of
and
these.
pestle and just crushing it.
oh my fucking
Put this in the
Lord.
kettle.
Salt made into the tea.
Jesus. Okay, yeah. So,
Ah.
yeah, you guys prepare some tea, drink it, and kind of wake yourselves up in preparation for the journey as Sailor Tom departs, presumably back to the harbor to await your arrival.
Yeah, I gotta don my armor, so
Okay.
gonna be at least a 15-minute
Okay.
delay.
15 minutes.
Okay. You all.
I get Vega.
Okay.
I know if I don't say that, then she's gonna be left, and then we're gonna look terrible.
Okay.
Hey Vega, we're going on a boat again. Shorter boat ride.
Again.
It's short. It's like 3 days tops, and then we're right back on the land. New area.
Thanks for boiling the tea, by the way, Vega.
Yeah, no problem. You know, I've been on a boat for like half my life, right?
It feels like we all have, man. I'm
If
telling you.
we did not have to go on another boat, we would not.
I like boats.
All right. Well, that's fine, I guess. Let's go. Back on a boat.
Here we go.
Actually, I wait, is Badger holding Vega or is she just
I
Right.
mean, she just floats now, and Badger doesn't exist right now.
Yeah, it's
so.
Cedric.
That's right. I'm gonna pull Cedric aside. Could we just like do you wanna just like leave her with like Calhoun and the twins? Or
I was trying to get her like more involved, and that kind of feels like a go away, we're working kind of solution.
yes, but like
I don't know. I don't see a
I don't
problem
know,
with
she
it.
doesn't really seem like she wants to go on another boat.
Why don't we do this? Hey Vega,
She turns over to you and kind of floats lazily there. Yeah.
would you prefer to go on the boat with us while we do this little journey? Maybe it'll take a week, maybe 2 weeks, ballpark.
I'll take a bit.
Or you could stay here in Paradine with Calhoun and those water people.
So,
Ice.
so the options are go on the water or be next to people made of water.
I
Well,
don't know if
they're
they're
not made of water.
They can just make ice.
they're just like water based in nature.
They're blue.
Honestly, you could probably relate to them. At least, I don't know, maybe. They might be worth talking to.
I don't know. It was just another option that I thought of. You don't have to.
It's up to you.
Yeah,
This
it's
up to you.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's just do that.
You want to stay here?
Yeah, I'll stay here.
Okay.
I don't really
Rock
want to
on.
go back on the boat, if we're being honest.
That makes
Neither
sense.
do we.
I was gonna go drop by Calhoun's house anyway, so I can just take her over.
Oh, show her the chairs in the wagon, please.
Sure. Oh, okay. I don't know why that's necessary, but
I don't know, man. Just ask her if she thinks it's cool, I guess. I don't know.
sure, Badger. Cedric.
Why's Flint in the oven?
It's where he belongs. You see him? He looks up.
He's smoking hot, man.
Oh, that's
One
awesome.
smoking hot dwarf.
Okay. Do any of you have any other affairs to attend to before you go down to the docks?
I was gonna go
Nope.
to Calhoun's house.
Besides Rosani.
I guess I'll go too.
No.
Sounds-
Calhoun's
No.
house?
Mhm.
Well, we could all make a pit stop, right?
Kind of on
Why
the
not?
way.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
If
kind
I-
of on the
if-
way.
If everyone's
just
gonna
not
go,
on
then
the way.
I guess I'll come.
Okay. Oh, so you're all going to Calhoun's house?
Yeah, why not?
They're all gonna stop
Calhoun's
by,
house.
say hi to our boy.
Okay.
Say
Careful,
bye
are
to
you
our
coming,
boy.
bro?
You're asking
What?
me?
There's no one else here is named Carvel, right?
I mean, I just assumed I would come with,
All right. Well,
unless you don't want me to.
no, I do.
Well, I think Gorn is just saying he didn't know if you wanted to do something else
Yeah.
in our time before we leave.
How articulate of you, Rosani.
I've been learning from the best. That is
I'm
not you,
a
Gorn.
great teacher. I know.
That is not you.
Other than me preparing my own things, I have nothing else in mind.
All right.
By the way, Kevril, hey, my name is Cedric. We kind of met a little bit back then. I was here for a couple days. You were following me. That was kind of weird. I'm that guy.
Wait, Kevril, you were following Cedric?
You're
It's
staring
a-
at me. It was a little...
It's a not so long story, I guess. But yes, I do remember you.
Anyway, do we want to go?
I am ready.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. You all stop by Calhoun's house before you head down to the docks. You come upon the now very familiar sight of Calhoun's home next to the Triangle Market. It seems undisturbed. You hear no yelling or fighting, no furniture being tossed through the windows, though there is very little furniture left in the house to begin with. The house stands still in the softly blowing easterly wind.
I'm gonna walk up and knock on the door.
You give a few short knocks on the door. You wait a while, and then eventually the door kind of creaks open just a little bit. Oh, hi, hello. He opens the door up all the way. And hello, everyone else, too. Okay. Hi.
Hey, we are just heading out, and I just wanted to let you know that we're, going. It'd be kind of weird if we just kind of left without saying anything. So I just,
Yeah, right. I get it.
um,
Hey, man.
I'll So, would it
Hi.
be okay if we had Vega just stay over here for a few weeks? She just really doesn't want to go back on the boat, which I don't blame her for.
He looks over past your shoulder to see Vega just kind of like, and he looks and he's like, I mean, yeah, that's fine, I guess. Yeah. Here, can you come in for just a moment?
Um, yeah.
All right. Hold on, everyone, just a second. Closes the door. What does she all right, well the twins are pretty regular. I don't know if that's the right word to say. Oh gosh. They just eat like food, and they do ice things
Yes.
around the house. But I just have them in. I have them in my bedroom, and they just sleep normally and eat normally, and
Yeah, Vega. Does Vega eat? I feel like I should know this. I don't think she does.
No.
like, does she eat? Like, does she sleep? I'm already on. Well, the couch is gone. So I'm already on the floor. We don't really have
Yeah,
any
yeah,
other
no.
bedding.
I mean, she floats, so she's pretty okay on that.
Okay,
She doesn't really eat.
okay,
I mean, she can like ingest things, but I don't think she really needs it. Um,
all right.
she does sleep, but I'm pretty sure she just floats while sleeping as well. Um, I mean, she can tell you what she needs to. I mean, sh- she can talk. So, I mean,
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I could deal with that too,
yeah. Um,
along with everything else. Yeah, that's fine. That we can make. I can make it work. It's all good. Don't even worry about it. It'll. You know what? She'll fit in. She'll fit in here like two, like another pea in a pod.
okay. Um, okay. I just I don't want to force her to go on the open sea when, she's
Like made of fire.
yeah.
Right, yeah, I get that. That's
I
fair.
can't imagine that's very comfortable.
Yeah, I
So,
hope they don't like. Oh, she's gonna have to stay away from the window. He gestures, and you see that the window is still not fixed. It's just frozen over to prevent the elements from getting in. I can keep her in a room away from the window, I suppose.
yeah.
Um, so that's fine.
Yeah. Um,
All
yeah,
right.
it,
Well,
it'll be fine.
yeah. Thanks for coming over and saying goodbye. I'll miss you,
Yeah,
of
yeah,
course.
of course.
But
Yeah,
you know, but I got a lot
I'll
to
be
do. I'm
fine.
busy too. You're not the only one with a lot of stuff to do.
Of course. Of course.
Right. Okay.
Right.
Well,
Um, I'll just go get Vega for you.
yeah. That works.
Yeah, cool. All right. I'm gonna open the door
Okay.
again.
Yeah. Go ahead. You do so.
Great. Um, we're good. Um,
We're good?
we're good. So,
All right.
Vega, don't burn the house down. That was a really bad joke. I'm sorry. Um,
Yeah. Fine. Yeah. Just burn the house down because I made a fire. Okay. You watch. She just bink, 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 bink up the stairs. Calhoun's like, "Hello," as she just goes right past him. He's like, "All right, that's fine. All right, goodbye, everyone. I'm going to, good luck on the." Ooh. Oh, on the oh. Oh God.
But we'll be fine.
Yep, on the journey. All right. Bye. I love you. Junk closes the door.
Okay.
The door opens. That was directed towards Rosani. And everyone else, I feel strongly
I-
towards you.
I think they understand.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Goodbye.
Drew Calhoun.
Okay. Bye.
Well, shall we go?
Hey, I just had a completely out of character thought here. What if we ran a one shot where like we each played a different character within the collective?
A mix-up.
Character
Oh,
shuffle?
Yeah, character shuffle for one
The
session.
problem
That's
is everyone
amazing.
everyone would call dibs on Gorn.
Don't worry, Gorn. I've considered the possibility of that.
That'd be funny.
Listen,
That'd be a
man.
funny time.
Magic mind swap.
In vaudeville, anything is possible.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So, yeah, you hold that thought, buddy. Okay.
I will.
So, do you guys leave down to the harbor?
I think
I
so.
guess
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
All right.
going to make sure that I have my symbol with me.
Yes, you guys grab whatever supplies you need before you finally leave down to the harbor. So, sifting through the busy crowds at the harbor, you all search amongst the still damaged docks in search of the Clearwater. Anchored off of one of the few extensions unharmed by Lofi's attack floats a schooner. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Schooner, I
I
think.
think schooner. No, you're right.
Floats a schooner, the blue and white striped flag of the kingdom flapping lazily in the eastward wind. 3 white masts flutter above a weathered but well-maintained hull, in stark contrast to the Barchetta, which is also docked nearby, but is still in great disrepair. As you approach the ship, a tall man with flowing brown hair and a thick mustache watches you from the dock. You see that he wields a sword on one hip and wears a dark blue coat with leather padding. He yells an order to a few of his men aboard the ship before he turns to greet you as you approach the Clearwater. Well, good morning to you. You must be the people that I'm supposed to bring down to Credence, is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. I tell you what, lookout could spot you coming all the way from the Hilltop District. Man, you stick out like a sore thumb in a crowd. It's a wonder you're able to go anywhere without being hounded.
Yeah. It is a wonder.
Hey, you know what? On the open ocean, everybody sticks out. Not too many folks around there that ain't on boats. Come aboard, please. I welcome you to my vessel, the Clearwater, finest ship in all the King's Navy. Well, that's what I think anyways. Please, come aboard. He gestures to the gangway.
His first name named fucking Revival.
Vulo, Gorn.
Yeah.
As
Uh-oh.
as your fellows step onto the Clearwater,
Yeah.
you take a step and hear a crunch under your boot.
I look down.
You look down and
Confused.
you see that there's a small little sack that you have stepped upon.
I remove my boot from the sack, and then I bend down to examine it, to look at what I've just stepped on.
You pick it up and you open it up to see that there are 5 gold pieces within the sack.
Who was on the who boarded the ship before me?
Everybody else.
Like, hey guys, did someone drop this?
You all,
Is any of
I
ours?
like patting my pockets to check that I got all my gold.
you
He's
all,
only got 5 gold in there.
you all turn, look and pat your pockets to see that no, none of you are missing any gold.
No, it's not mine.
I got all mine.
Not me.
I seem to be coming up short.
I don't believe that for a second.
Yeah, you're right.
Gorn, it seems that this is just a chance pouch of gold that you found.
Finders keepers.
Hey, Cedric,
Yeah.
hold on to it for me. Toss him the 5 gold.
Okay.
I mean, where we're going, I don't think we're gonna need gold, but
You
I'm not
just
really the finance guy, right?
Am I?
You know someone who is.
I mean,
Oink.
technically
That's
by
true.
that, we all know
That's
someone
true.
who is.
Shut up. Look, I mean, what am I gonna be buying in the boat? Okay,
That's true.
I
What
feel like
is
this has to be
Cedric
one.
gonna be
This
buying
has to
on
be
the
one
boat?
of their. This has to be one of the crew or like that captain guy or something.
You don't
Someone
wanna
had to have
just-
dropped it on the gangplank.
You don't want to just keep it on you?
I guess I could.
You got your
but
pouch of gold there.
it's empty.
Well, you need it the most then. So I toss it back to him.
I catch it. All right, I guess. Oh, that's the captain later or something.
Okay.
Nah, yeah, attach it to my belt.
How fortunate, son. All right. So, yeah.
Right.
That was a drawn out 5
Is
gold.
that got the reference money?
Oh, okay. I thought you were trying
Yes.
to. You fucking suck, dude. I hate you.
Yes, that's good. Actually, you know what? Congratulations, everybody! Bulow has gotten the first sack of gold for understanding and calling out a music reference. Yeah! Woo!
You did it.
Okay. I mean,
Good
I knew
job.
I did. I knew I did that, but I didn't know I was getting a reward for it. I thought
Yeah.
you were trying to pull a hood over my head there.
No bad moon
Like, maybe-
rising here, baby.
All right.
Okay. You guys hop aboard the boat. As men of the crew start hoisting up the sails, getting, a few of them are bringing boxes aboard the ship, just preparing the boat for the journey. Captain Fogarty approaches you as you hop up aboard his ship. I gotta say, man, I am, well, I'm rather excited to be doing something like this. I've been stationed around King Drake's Isles for a while now as a garrison ship for the ferries, but between you and me, sailing around the same few islands every day for months on end, it's getting a little dull. I've only ever been to Credence a couple of times, but I've heard that it's nice this time of year. It'll be good. It'll be good to get down, and based on what I know about what y'all are doing, seems like I'm helping out with some important stuff. So, welcome aboard. I assure you that my crew and myself are amongst the finest in the King's Navy. We'll get you there as quick as possible.
The quicker the better, because we aren't fans of the ocean.
Oh, don't worry.
Speak for yourself, but
So
He's an exception.
Do you have
I
like,
like it. It's nice.
Do you have like quarters set up for us or something, man?
Oh man, we got some hammocks set up down there for you. But
Okay.
hell, by the time you get there, you'll barely have time to sleep anyway. Journey's only 3 days, I boat.
I want to sleep
I-
over the course of 3 days.
I bet we can get it in 2.5 if we're lucky.
I would still want to sleep in that case too.
Yeah, be my guest. Well,
Wait. I mean, as much as my small friend here says he hates boats, we are quite experienced with rigging and such. So if you need an extra hand or two, you know where to
Oh,
ask.
don't worry about it. Listen, we got excess of guys up on here, anyways. We got so many crewmen. I thought we were gonna have to throw some of them off board while we were coming to the port just to fit you. Don't worry. All right, your journey here is gonna be just spick and span and no work whatsoever. I promise. You won't even have to lift a finger if you don't want to.
All right.
I
Thank
like
you.
the sound of that.
Great. This will be the smoothest boat ride you've ever been on, I assure you.
Could you show us to the hammocks that you have set up for us, please?
I absolutely can, my dear. Hey, Tom! And you, Sailor Tom, the younger man from before, comes up. Hey, why don't you show the VIPs down in their quarters? They can get some rest while we get ready to moor off here. Tom takes you down to the lower deck and introduces you to a section of the boat that's been prepared for you. Several large, comfy-looking hammocks. Certainly better digs than what you had on the Barchetta.
Nonsense.
All right.
Much sense.
Upgrade.
It's been a while since I've been treated like a VIP. Kind of missed it. I'm like lay down in my hammock, get comfy. Ah, maybe this won't be so bad.
That's a huge red flag.
Yeah.
Like
sounds
an
like
hour
bullshit.
later, an hour later, we're all gonna be like screaming.
Kraken
Into
2
the ocean.
comes.
Yeah.
Is there alcohol on the boat?
Hey, by the way, I just wanted you to know, do you like my southern accent? Because I think it's doing very well. Good Lofi's there. It's him. Yeah, it's not him. The Clearwater, more like the...
Dirty
What are
water.
we doing here? Oh, hello.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
How's going the session?
It is
Very
going
good.
well.
Going.
How much more you guys got in you? I'm just curious.
We
Uh,
just got on the
more
boat.
minutes.
We just got on the boat.
We just got on the boat.
yeah,
Oh,
we had to deal with some technical stuff at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Fred, you look like a pirate.
Thank you.
Like, look at this man's curls, like coming down to his shoulders.
Okay.
Okay, sorry.
No, you're good. All
Why
right.
did you say that? Like, what's her name from Bob's Burgers?
Linda?
Well,
Yeah.
He did.
that's
Oh
funny
my.
that you say that, cause I will expose myself. Like, Bree and I will talk in these joke accents just as like a means of exasperation.
Oh
And
yeah.
I called her
I'm
out
not
today
unfamiliar.
for like sounding like Linda, and she's like, "Well, of course that's what it's based off of." You know, like.
Yeah.
So that's funny that you immediately caught it. So
My ears are my best sense. I can definitely say that. My eyes, not so much.
I'm all
Yeah.
touch.
all right, well, continue on. Sorry.
Okay.
You are fine, my friend.
Hold on. I'm writing some notes.
No.
Okay. So,
I would actually say that my smell is my best sense.
In real life, or is
I'm
going?
probably both. No, I feel like Goran can see shit. I feel like he's got the eagle eyes.
I'd say my touch, probably.
That's an interesting one.
Yeah, I touch well.
I
I mean,
Okay.
I'm not numb
I'm a good
anywhere.
toucher.
I'm-
I'm a
Right,
really
that's
good
fair.
toucher.
I'm anti-numb.
Touch guy.
I feel like we should just move on from this topic.
I touch so good.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Okay. So, you all settle yourselves aboard the Clearwater, and after a short time on the lower deck, just settling yourselves in and placing your supplies down, you hear the bing, 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 bing of the bell atop the top mast ringing as anchors are away, and you begin your journey to the port village of Credence. So if you all accompany me to the big map,
Map time. There he is.
Big
Mip,
map.
mip, 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 mip.
He is arisen.
So you begin your 3-day journey, hugging the coast as best as you can. That's maybe a little wide. To the port village of Credence. The 3-day journey, as promised by Fogarty, goes by very quickly and with no incident. You mostly hug the coast as much as possible. The winds are favorable during your journey. No incidents with pirates, undead or otherwise, nor giant squid-like creatures, people frozen in ice, strange raven-like birds, fishmen, or anything else that you're used to upon the high seas.
Is there salted seal milk on the boat?
There, unfortunately, is not.
Thank God.
Tragic.
Terrible boat trip. I rated a 1 out of 5 stars.
So, on the morning of May 26th, you guys just kind of keep yourselves busy on the ship, taking care of your weaponry and your supplies. You know, talking over some of your plans with what you're going to do once you get aboard, or once you get off the ship and arrive in the village, etc., etc. Nothing of great consequence occurs during this travel. But on the night of May 25th, all of you are fast asleep inside of the lower deck, swinging along lazily in your hammocks. When Roscoe, you are shaken awake in the nights. Nothing has physically shaken you, but you find yourself with a start in your hammock.
I take a quick look around and see if anything's out of whack.
The lower deck of the Clearwater is airtight, with few cracks in the wood that just barely let in any moonlight. But you see, leaned against one of the support beams in the center of the cabin, a familiar looking figure. It is the humanoid form that Phaedrid once took when he spoke with you many months ago in the northern dwarven citadel, Knottenhold. You see him kind of lazily twirl some long curled hair in one finger. And then when he notices that you're looking at him, "Oh, good. I didn't want to wake you."
What's going on?
You know,
It's the middle of the night.
yeah, man, I know. I didn't want to bother you when you were doing something else. Listen. He pushes himself up off of the support. So he begins to pace around back and forth, kind of getting closer towards you as he paces. I've been kind of thinking. I gotta say, this whole turn of your life around thing, making music and art for music and art's sake, not being a dick, killing it, man. Good work.
Glad to hear.
Yeah. So, good on you. But I've been thinking. I've been pondering this whole thing we've been having going on for a long, long time. Ever since I raised you up from oblivion.
Yeah, I still appreciate that. By the way, that was a pretty cool move.
No, I know it was. You don't have to tell me. Listen, I'm starting to think that what we have going is a little casual, don't you think? I mean, I'm a god.
Yeah, but I figured you were like one of the cool gods.
Oh, I'm one of the cool gods for sure, man, but God's a god. And I've been thinking maybe there's a little more that needs to be going on between you and me. You know, I just kind of show up in your head and ask you once in a while if you're working on a tune. And frankly, that doesn't sound too godlike to me. It's kind of crazy. I've been letting myself do it. I think I've been caught up in a lot of different things, right? But I've decided that the requirements for, let's call it your continued servitude here, are a bit too lax. And I'm thinking I need to see a bit more, what's the term? Dedication. If you're picking up my tune.
Not picking up tunes is my job.
Yeah, I hoped so.
So what were you thinking? What would you like from me?
Well, I got a thing that I want you to do. So, we're going to a place called Credence. Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hopefully be there not too long.
Yeah, so I look around a lot of places, and I've been looking around there. There's a dock worker with a droopy eye. His name's not important. You'll know him when you see him, and he should be easy to find. Listen, he's got in his possession a beautiful lute, an heirloom. I tell you what, while it remains in his hands, its strings will never be plucked again. I want you to get it from him.
So you don't think that this man ever has a chance of making music himself?
Absolutely not, but I've got somebody in mind who does. A young little boy in Magnolia. His name's Stevie. He's got the gift I've been watching for some time. You're going to get him that lute. You're going to tell him how to play it.
So, just to make sure I got this right, you want me to somehow acquire this expensive, potentially priceless loot from this poor dock worker with a droopy eye and deliver it to a random child named Stevie so he can become some sort of wonder prodigy?
Music for music's sake. I'm just helping to spread the wealth. I'd do it myself if I could. But you know that's not how this stuff works.
Surely this dock worker doesn't have much. I mean, he's a dock worker with a droopy eye. I mean, I'm not assuming he's rolling in the dough. Might be the only thing he has.
Yeah. Might be.
I'm not budging you on this, are I?
It's that, or you watch as the side of the ship rips open. And in fact, I got a great background for it. Give me a second. As the gaping maw of oblivion opens before you. Listen, man, it's not just keeping you alive that I'm doing, all right? I'm keeping you away from her and from that. You got killed in not too regular circumstances, if you recall.
Indeed, I do.
Yeah. I'm putting a pretty big investment in by keeping you away from her, right?
You make a compelling argument.
Yeah.
I'll see what I can do. I will work to get Stevie this loot.
You've been able to do crazier things than that. I'm sure you can handle one dock worker.
I'll just have to get it in from the droopy eye side, I guess.
I mean, don't kill him. Man, you just get it from him. I'm not saying you get it from him however you need to. We're doing things for music's sake. Sometimes that looks a little ugly, but it's a good thing. You don't have to go crazy with them. Just do what you must.
I'll get it done.
Good. Hey, well, sorry to disturb you. You have a good night.
You too.
Great. And with that, you try to shut your eyes after the encounter with Phaedrid and gather some sleep for your arrival to Credence in the morning. The rest of you. You hear a bell once again from the top of the mast noisily ring in the morning, and coming up from the lower deck, you catch the first glimpse of the village of Credence upon the horizon. The village is built almost entirely along the perimeter of a semicircular cove with a few unpaved veins of buildings coursing inland towards the south. The clear water pulls slowly into port past smaller vessels moored in the inlets, and you see that this village consists more of inns than actual dwellings. More inns, in fact, than a village of this size might have anywhere else. You see several passerby gape and gawk at the majesty of the clear water as the ship is anchored and tied to an open spot on the dock. The gangway is lowered, and a few members of the crew step down to begin a routine inspection of the vessel. You hear from the top of the ship over by the up by the wheel. Fogarty notices that you've all been roused and yells down towards you. "Morning, y'all! Welcome to Credence!"
Morning.
Morning.
All right. Y'all seem tired. Man, hope y'all aren't in need of a revival. I ain't no doctor. Listen, I'm going to be staying here in the village with the crew while you guys travel south, but I'll be waiting your return to bring you back over to Paradine. If you guys need any supplies from the boat, I'm sure we can stock up. We mostly weapons and rations if you need them, but looking at you, I think you're all set.
How long is the journey to Magnolia?
Well, great question. I've been told that you are to meet with one Sir Clifford, Knight of Count Brolin. He's kind of in charge around this village, and he's got horses prepared for you over on the southern edge of the village. Shouldn't take more than a day to get there by horseback.
You.
Yep. Good luck, y'all. Have fun.
Thanks, man.
Thanks.
Okay. So you are all aboard the Clearwater with a direction to meet with one Sir Clifford upon the land.
Cedric, I think you're gonna take Badger's role in making all of the notes since we have landed at Credence.
Yeah, man, he told me.
Cool.
So far I've got boat ride.
Because that is all that has happened.
I got it.
Okay. So, do you guys step off the boat?
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
As I step off the boat, Chapter 1. Land ho.
Okay. So, you all step off of the clear water and onto the creaky docks of Credence. And immediately Flint's like, okay, well, I mean, I guess horses south of the village. Let's go. No time to waste, right?
Very fun.
Can you repeat the end of that?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
cut out.
Yeah, sorry, I saw the fucking video skip. He says, all right, well, horses, man, south of the village. No time to waste, right?
Uh,
We should get going.
maybe we should make sure we're properly combobulated before we head out.
Combobulated?
You know,
Brett, can I run
yeah,
a
we got all
combobulation check?
our bobulations.
Yeah.
Otis knows what I'm talking about, right, buddy? And I slap on the back.
I just give a quick little read. It all seems good.
Yes,
Um,
we got to take some time to get organized.
Organized with what? Do you not have all of your stuff?
Yeah, I kind of, you know, I got to run a few errands real quick. You know, make sure I
You
got.
have errands to do in
Yeah.
Credence.
Yeah, you know, just run by, see if I could find a few missing bits and bobs that I need.
Okay.
Roscoe has errands.
Do you need like how much time do you need?
Hopefully not long. Maybe like, you know, like an hour or so. Yeah, just gotta run around. You gotta find everything first, and I gotta like buy the thing, and then I gotta like put the thing in my bag.
Okay, you know, go and do what you need to.
Do you need help carrying it? What are you getting?
Yeah, how much
There's-
stuff are you getting?
A few little bits and bobs, you know, maybe like a magical
Okay,
thing
can
if
we
I could
be a
find
little
it.
bit more specific than bits and bobs?
You know, I'm trying to find some like magic stuff. You know, if there's like ocean or something, you know, that might help us out.
Roscoe,
Yes.
as you're like spluttering to explain the situation,
Yeah.
your eyes catch a glimpse of a haggard-looking man walking along the dock towards a smaller fishing boat, and you catch just through the crowd a fat, like kind of engorged, droopy eye, like smack dab on his face. And as you say that, the conversation around you kind of ba 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 as you see this man.
Look, we could talk. I'll show you when I get it. I gotta run. I'll run. I'll do my thing. So we're not wasting any time. You know, wasting time with this conversation. It's not good.
Okay, should we just meet you south of town then?
Yeah. Meet me there if you want to like grab a drink on the way or something. I'll meet you there.
I love a drink.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. All right. See ya.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna scurry off, down the dock towards where the droopy eye man went.
He is so full of shit. Bits and bobs?
Yeah.
They don't
Yeah,
sell
that was-
bits and bobs here.
Yeah. Well, they
They-
probably do, but
they-
he's being very suspicious.
I mean, man, they might sell bobs. It looks like we got guys
Oh, it is a
fishing right
fishing
over there.
place. That's right. That's very true. Um,
Nothing on the
I
bits
mean,
department.
but
though.
like it's Roscoe. What? It's not like he's gonna go off and.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
we'll just, we'll just find a drink. And, I can use this time to scry my mom to make sure she's
Okay.
still outside Magnolia.
In the journal, Roscoe is going to look for, quote, bits and bobs. We're going to go get a drink.
Okay. Roscoe, you quickly scamper along the docks, the long circular docks, trying to track down this droopy-eyed dock worker that you caught a glimpse of. After, go ahead and roll investigation.
All right. Dice. Yeah. Which one did I roll? I rolled this one. That is a 22.
Okay. Quickly, you were able to gauge exactly where he went. You almost completely ignored the conversation that was happening before. Your hawk eyes upon him, you come up right behind him as he's just kind of lazily walking down the docks, looking at some fishing boats.
I'm assuming he doesn't have this item on him.
It does not appear that he has any items on him.
I don't have a plan. Shit. Okay. I'm gonna like just like kind of watch him for a bit.
Okay.
I just want to see like what is his what's his NPC walking pattern.
You watch as he just kind of strolls along the docks. Occasionally, he'll head over to a fishing boat that's come in, and will tie it off as one of the actual occupants of the boat waves somebody over. Just kind of roams around the docks for a while, looking for things to do. It doesn't seem that he's a skilled worker by any means. He's just kind of on hand for whoever needs things.
Do I notice any T-shaped bulges in his pockets?
You do not.
Shit. I'm gonna go up to one of the any dock worker nearby that seems to be even vaguely associated or like working on the same boat as this man.
Okay. Yeah, you you watch as he after some time he stops and has a brief chat with another dock worker before he is once again waved over to a fishing boat to help moor it, leaving the other dock worker alone. He kind of turns away and starts walking away from where that guy was, where the two met.
Okay, I'm gonna approach the second guy.
Okay,
that was talking.
You do so.
Excuse me, sir. I hope you're not too busy. Mind if I ask you something?
Yeah, what do you want?
I was just wondering how you knew that guy. The guy that you were just talking to.
Oh. Old Donovan. Yeah, he's just another dock worker, same as me. We kind of go around helping the fishermen and occasionally the richer folks, like whoever came over on that beauty. He gestures towards the clear water. Woo! Damn. God's above, that's a purty boat. Anyways, yeah, I mean, we live in the same village. Everybody knows everybody around here. Half the people here at any given time are sailors anyways. They don't stick around too much.
All right, so if you know each other pretty well, then you could probably help me out here. So I was hired as a performer. That's why I got this thing. I kind of like pull out the horn for a surprise party that one of his relatives was trying to throw for him. They said they wanted to do it at his place, but they didn't give me like an address or like where to go. I'm new around here, so I don't really know kind of where anything is. I was hoping you can maybe help me out. Can't let him know because he's got to like it's a surprise.
Roll deception.
Good thing I have this inspiration die if need be. That's my deception. I never deceive. 18.
Pretty good.
I'll take that. I'll roll with it.
Okay. He looks at you for a moment. He's like, yeah, I didn't know, I didn't know he had any relatives left alive. I guess, maybe somebody on his dad's side. All right. Yeah, I mean, he kind of points down. Yeah, you go down that road there. He points down to one of the veins going inland. Near the end of the road, there will be, like an old house with a kind of a leaky thing on the window. I don't know what to call it, but you'll see it. Yeah, that's where he lives.
All right, that should be enough information. I'm supposed to meet him there. The relative's not him. Well, it's eventually him, but that's how
Right. I understand. I guess. All right.
I'll let you get back to it. I'm gonna go help set up for that. I appreciate your time.
Yeah. He tips his cap. Good day to you, sir.
Good day to you. And I'm gonna start making my way down towards where I was pointed.
Okay. You head down towards the alleged location of this dock worker's home. And after some time, it's a small village. You walk down the barely paved road to find an old creaky wooden house with an old like flappy wooden window cover kind of slapping against the window in the light breeze.
All right. So, I'm gonna kind of, as I'm walking around the house, try to look into the windows the best I can, see if I could spot it.
Okay. Roll investigation.
That is a 16.
16. Okay. You kind of look around, make sure nobody's watching, and then scamper over to a window, lift up the flappy wooden cover, and you see it's a single room house. There's like a bed on one end, a stove, a single chair, like a shelf with a couple of like metal mugs, and not much else. An old dilapidated rug. But you see that underneath the bed, there's a large wooden case.
Okay. So, I am going to cast Greater Invisibility on myself.
Okay, you do
Vanish. And first thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna try the door.
So. Okay.
It's that dilapidated. I don't expect the lock on the door.
Yeah, you you move over to open the door, and it opens. You look and see that there was never a lock to begin with upon the door.
All right, I'll quickly zip inside, close the door behind me,
Okay.
and make my way over to the bed, go under, pull out the case, and crack her open, see what's inside.
You open up the case with a noisy creak of the hinges, and you gaze upon a beautifully crafted lute. It's of a fine, bright wood. Its strings have been freshly oiled. You give a few testing bink, bink, bink. It's sonorous and sweet. its craftsmanship is very high quality, and you can see why it would be a shame to keep an instrument like this unplayed. It's a wonder that this man possesses something like this, and it is very clearly the most expensive thing that he owns by far.
Is it in tune?
Yes.
It's a bit sus.
I kind of like pick it up. I play like I test the strings. I feel that they've been freshly oiled. I like do a strum and I hear that it's in tune. And upon realizing that this instrument has actually been kept in good shape and like kept in tune, I'm gonna put it back, lock the case back up, slide it back under the bed, and then make my way back out of the home.
Okay. You open up the door and see a figure standing before you. You look up because you are invisible, of course. Phaedra stands there, shimmering. Hey, buddy. Loot in there?
Yes, and I'm actually glad you're here because I wanted to talk about that.
Great. Why don't you close the door? I suppose nobody can see either of us, but you're letting in a draft.
Yes, come on in, and I'm guessing he comes in. I'll close the door behind him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I know you want to get this loot to Stevie. I understand that. I understand the message. I understand the mission. This man clearly has the potential to do something with this loot. It's tuned. It's been oiled. It's not just sitting here wasting space. There could be a potential for this person and Stevie to both grow and perform as musicians. There's no reason to take away from one to give to another when we could just give a different instrument to the.
I hope that this does not just crash the stream. No, we're good. Can you repeat that last part? We had a bit of a connection issue.
Yeah. Why should we take away from one to give to another when we could just give another instrument to the other and have them both produce music?
Listen, Roscoe, buddy, I don't know if you've taken a look around the place that you live. Who do you think's making instruments these days? Because I can tell you, the last 10 instrument makers that I knew of that lived in this country all died between 15 and 40 years ago when they went down to the mountains to fight. You know who took their place? Blacksmiths. I think you understand that a blacksmith cannot make an instrument. Not of music, maybe of war, of death.
I pull out my horn from my belt and I gesture to it.
Yes. And you had to take a perilous, weeks-long journey down there, out of your way and unplanned, to acquire something like that. It was made as a gift after you greatly impressed someone with your musical prowess. Not everyone has those same means. You're special. It's why I'm here talking to you. It's why you're alive and you have that instrument. There are not many instruments to go around, especially none as beautiful as that one. It sits here collecting dust. Sure, it's well maintained, but that's nostalgia. He can't play it. He simply keeps it alive in the memory of his father. You speak to me as if I do not know. You speak to me as if I do not know these things, Roscoe, as if I have not considered them.
I believe you are misjudging this man. I believe he does have the potential to play this horn. He just needs someone to guide him to do it.
For what? Look at him. You saw him. He has 5 years on this planet. Maybe less. He's already old as is. Like the memory of his father. He will soon pass too. And this instrument will fall into disrepair and be forgotten along with him and his line. It has an opportunity to pass into a young and potential sorry, cat issue. Hey, come here. Hi, buddy. Hello, I love you. Daddy's being a god right now. Okay. Anyways,
I'm imagining there's a cat in this man's home that
Yeah.
Phaedra is interacting with.
so I'm giving this instrument an opportunity to be reborn in the hands of a new player, one with great potential. He cannot play this. He will not. It is nothing more than a memento to him, not an instrument. It's an item. Nothing more.
If it is just an item, why is it tuned and oiled?
It's tuned because it's retained its tuning from the day it was made. Look at it. See its craftsmanship. I've told you before, he's taken care of it well to preserve his father's memory.
Look, you say that this man is old and that he doesn't have long. But what I hear is this man has lived a full life and has a full life worth of stories to bring forth through song. He just needs the technical prowess, which I can give him in order to bring that forth.
Roll persuasion.
Oh, that's looking good. Looking good. That is, oh my God, that's a 26? That's a 26.
Okay. He turns away for a moment. So you would what? Stay here then? Waste your own talents? You're not a teacher. You're a performer. You have much more to give than knowledge.
I may not be a teacher yet. However, if I am able to help this man to perform, to bring him up to the abilities of another world-renowned performer, and let him tell his stories and bring more music into this world, is that not a win?
Fine. Leave the loot. But you'll find another one. And you'll get it to that child.
I will find a way.
You will. He looks through the window. Well, time's a wasting. He's coming back. Best to leave.
Okay, at this point, I'm no longer invisible, so I am... Yes, I need to get going. And then I'm going to very quickly just step around him and slip out the door, hopefully unnoticed.
Good luck. Roll stealth.
Come on, little man. Little man, stealthy man. Oh, I'm a halfling. I could re-roll that.
Roscoe
that was
man,
almost bad.
Roscoe
17.
man does whatever a Roscoe can.
I am very glad I can re-roll ones. I could have also used my inspiration die. That's what did I say? 17? 17.
Yeah. Okay. Luckily, the droopy one-eyed man has clearly issues with perception, and you are able to quickly slip out the door and run down.
Side, like I said.
Run down the road to hopefully meet up with the rest of the party. The rest of you.
As I able to scry on my mom like I said I wanted to?
Yes. Rosani, the rest of you gather. Where did you gather? Did you just go down to the south, or have you found yourselves in a tavern? What are you guys
found a-
doing?
I think we found a tavern.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You find yourselves you find yourselves in one of the many taverns and inns along the mouth of the cove and situate yourselves at a table. Rosani, you place the symbol upon the table, and once again, let's see. She fails. Weave the incantations, and a shimmering image appears in the smooth face of the symbol. You watch. You watch as your mother is certainly busier than she has been the last few times that you scryed on her. She speaks with several elves that you haven't seen before in your visions, that you don't recognize. It seems that she is preparing to depart from the camp soon, though how soon may be, you are not yet sure. But that is what you gather from the conversations that she has. Mostly a continuation of the information that you learned from her first conversation with the other elf.
Yeah.
And she is preparing to take her quote unquote group and return to the forest.
Is Roscoe back? We gotta go.
Is he?
I do not make any more stops, so I'm assuming I'm not gone for terribly long before making my way towards the south.
Yeah, so
Oh,
Roscoe did not necessarily. You guys didn't necessarily tell each other where you were going. You all
That's
know
true.
to meet in the south. So
Well, we said tavern. I don't know how many there are. He'll bounce. between whatever
what
it'll take.
we told Roscoe that we'd meet him south of the village, so we should really get going because it looks like my mom is trying to leave to go back into the forest. So we gotta get there very soon.
Brett, do we have horses or no?
Not
Did we
yet.
get horses? No. Okay.
Not yet.
We will, but we haven't gotten there yet.
Right.
Okay, then do you guys leave the tavern?
Yes.
I
Suppose
would.
so.
We will meet up with the Roscoe.
Okay,
Big Sco.
so after spending a little while in the tavern, just recuperating from the relatively light sea journey, you decide to go out and search for Roscoe and this Sir Clifford, who's supposed to meet with you as well. By chance, Roscoe, you encounter the rest of the party as you both find yourselves upon the largest southern road leading away from the village. And upon the
Your bits and bobs, Roscoe.
Yeah, what'd
Nah.
you get?
They were out of bits and bobs, unfortunately. Couldn't find what I
They.
needed.
Okay.
Magic stores here are kind of light.
Maybe in Magnolia.
In the journal, Roscoe returns to the party with no bits nor bobs in hand. Curious. And I underline curious.
Okay. You guys travel towards the outskirts of the village. And find yourselves alongside kind of a long wooden fence that leads into some very sparse farmland. About 120 feet down the road, you catch a glimpse of a company of horses being led along the road coming towards you. There are a few men. There's one man atop horseback who's wearing some sort of armor and is in the front of the group, and a few other men with spears on his sides leading the horses down the road towards you. It would appear that this would be Sir Clifford, though he is still somewhat far away from you.
I'm going to continue walking down the road towards him.
Okay. All right. Seeing this man and his company, you head down towards the road. He quickly realizes that you guys are coming towards him, and he bids his men and the horses to stop. You meet about 15 or so feet from each other, and he quickly gives you a good morrow as he steps down from the horse and comes towards you. You look at this man. He's clad in mostly shiny plate armor, but you see that it has been heavily scratched along much of his surface, and you notice a distinct puncture scar from perhaps a spear or other piercing weapon mere inches below his heart. He has short golden blonde hair and a thin beard to match. And as he greets you, he speaks with dignity and honor. Ah! I was told that you would be of, well, conspicuity, but I certainly did not expect a party like you. You must be
Most
the
people
men.
don't.
You must be the group that the king sent.
We are.
Ah,
Yup.
good. I am Sir Clifford, the ruler of this village. It is good to meet you.
It
He
is
kind of
likewise.
Pleasure's all mine.
eyes all of you. Gorn,
Yes. I'm in front, looking large.
you see as he scans the party composition, he looks past for a moment, and then his eyes come upon you.
I give a little smile.
You see his brow furrow, and he slowly places his hand upon the butt of his sword.
Hey,
Oh,
hey,
it's
Clifford.
Wait.
Did you- Okay.
Can I stick out my hand in a gesture to shake his?
Yes, you may.
My name is Gorn. It is nice to meet you, Sir Clifford. And I give out my hand to him.
He lets out a deep sigh and he clasps your hand. I apologize for my hesitation.
No need.
Though
I
my
disengage.
yeah. Though my time in the conflict is over a decade past, the horrors are still fresh upon my mind. It is good that our two people are working in partnership rather than in rivalry.
Well put.
I nod solemnly.
If it's all the same to you, Sir Clifford, I believe we should make haste in getting to Magnolia.
Of course, my dear. You'll meet with my lord, Count Brolin. He and his men will inform you of the situation. I have these horses for you. They're the swiftest in our stables. I assure you they will take you to Magnolia in no less than a day.
How many horses are there?
There are 6.
Okay.
Perfect.
Well,
What about? Wait,
People will have to buddy up.
Kevril is doing the math.
No, I don't need to do the math. I'm just like, why?
He's
why
like
is there-
counting all of us.
No, why is there a
then
horse?
he's
Why is there
counting the
not enough
horses.
horses?
I
Well,
could,
they
I
probably
can-
didn't
I
know
could
we were
fit,
bringing you
Yeah, what if we put
I could fit on a horse with someone. I'm
what
quite
if we
small.
with Flint.
put Flint and Rascal on the same horse?
That would be so cute. I'm so down for it.
That would be really cute.
I'm also kind of down for it.
Yes.
That's
do
what
it.
we need to do. Then that's what we'll do.
Yes, I apologize. I was only informed to bring 6 horses, and frankly, it's all we can spare. But
No, you did great, man.
I see. I apologize. I have never met someone of your kind before. But if the stories are true, I've heard you are formidable warriors and strong craftsmen. He
Is
says
talking to Otis.
to Flint.
Okay.
Otis.
Otis.
So it's the Otis to everyone else is just a man in plate armor.
Yes, he is.
Oh, that's right.
Yes. Flint looks at him. He's like, you know what? No hard feelings, man. Thanks. Well, all right.
Let's get going.
Yes. Before you leave, I must warn you. We've received worrying reports of bandits between the road from here to Magnolia, but there's strange details. Larger caravans have been attacked primarily, and only the scorched remains of wagons and crates remain. It's unlike something we've heard before, but
Sounds like more than bandits.
Yeah.
I believe so too. But neither I nor Count Brolin have the men to spare. May the light of the Triad guide you on your journey.
Yeah, man.
Thank you. And I'm
Another
gonna mount
entry
a
for the
horse.
journal. Yes, we mount the horse. Is we met with Clifford. He led with Good Morrow. I don't know how you don't get your ass kicked for saying something like that. He gave us the horses.
Let's see. Great. The men of of Clifford's militia quickly hand over the horses to you. They're saddled and ready to go. And you guys mount up onto the horses and begin heading south down the roads. And if you all join me back on the main table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ride hard. They're taking the hobbits to Isengard.
You ride quickly down the beaten, unpaved roads for several hours as the sun begins to hang lower and lower in the sky, and you approach Magnolia from the north. When?
Uh-oh.
Hold on.
Oh. Oh.
That's a battle map. Uh-oh.
Oh, that's a battle
Yeah,
map.
that's a battle map.
I wonder if battle is going to take place on this map.
There, you meta fucking bastards. Shut your mouths. And in fact, hold on and let me do some technical wizardry here.
You
And
can't bring up bandits and then not expect us to fight the bandits.
I just want
This
to.
is
I
the
want to
bandit.
hurt bandits.
look, they're right
bring-
there.
Wow.
Hey Brett,
Holy
by
shit.
the way,
Hey,
part of Kevral's like getup, he has like a thing that he ties around his neck that he can pull up over his like nose like a mask. I do that.
okay.
It's like,
Very
I
COVID
can
safe. I like
Still
it.
tier.
that.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Nice. Okay.
I mean, Badger also has something like that, but he's never used it.
I
It's like a scarf for him.
Well,
It's a
the
scarf
party
for me.
doesn't know, but my backstory has been somewhat revealed, obviously. So if
Yeah.
any of the elves from the forest are here and or recognize me, I'm in deep shit.
Okay.
And we might be consequently in
so-
deep shit.
How
Exactly.
many of the
You should
collective have
communicate that
scarves?
to us.
Raise your hand.
Have what?
Kevril has a scarf too, apparently.
It's
I
more or
haven't-
less like a
a scarf.
bandana, but it
It's a
kind of
scarf.
covers. It's not really.
I don't have a scarf. I have a big cape.
I can't cover this. I can't cover the face.
That's true.
That's what people
I-
are paying
The
for.
Gorn
scarf
feels
covers
similarly.
a neck. Only Kevrils covers his face. We
Okay.
need to get
That's
everybody
Roscoe's
a scarf.
moneymaker.
So, you guys
I thought that was his dynamite cheeks, but whatever.
continue riding.
Sorry.
Wow.
Brett also. I think it probably goes without saying, but once we depart, obviously that guy told us we should be on the lookout for bandits, so Cedric will be scanning persistently.
Okay.
With
For
his
fucking-
eagle eyes. Try to sneak up on us.
All right. So, you guys ride down the road for some time before it's been about a couple hours, and you've entered a wooded area where a path has just kind of been beaten through. It's not the Forest of Eternal Spring, just different smaller woods. You've been at it for about 6 hours now, and the horses are certainly starting to tire, though you have more journey to make, and you'll walk them if you have to make it. But you come upon, as you're riding through this forested area, you look and see that there's a large signpost near a bend in the road, and behind it, about 20 feet, the burnt, dilapidated ruins of an old wagon.
I take it that's the used to be caravan.
Hey, Brett,
Like,
Hey,
could I make a sort of retcon? It's not really important, but I am curious, and I forgot I had this feat because I'm now level 10.
yeah,
So I spent over a minute outside of combat with Sir Clifford, and I could choose like a quality to know about him, like his strength score, constitution score, his armor class, or something,
okay.
as a battle master. And I would like to know, like his strength score. I think comparatively, it has to be in comparative to my own. So you would say equal, superior, or inferior, regarding to like the
feel like
characteristic of my choosing.
It's probably going
I
to be
feel like that's
inferior.
very obvious.
And his
Gonna be
fighter
Especially
class
for
levels.
strength.
I get to choose two. I can send this to you, but it's on like
I believe you.
yeah. So like his strength score and his fighter class levels. You probably don't have that.
Okay.
At hand, but
His
still.
his strength score is inferior.
Okay.
His fighter class. Do I give you the exact number?
No, equal, superior, inferior.
Oh, his fighter class is superior.
Okay.
Mm.
So that's me. That's like Gorm being like, okay,
Yeah,
I got
you're
it.
weaker
Yeah.
than
We're
me,
picking up.
but you
Gorn's
Gorn-
got an eye for.
He gets that from the
upper
handshake.
soldiers.
yeah. Gorn,
Yeah.
during your conversation with him, you listen to the way he speaks, the way he holds himself, and just kind of his general perception of his surroundings. This man, although he's clearly, you guys gather, he's probably like late 30s at this point. So youth has not completely left him. But you certainly gather, Gorn, that he has seen many a conflict. I mean, if his armor was obvious enough.
Yeah.
And you gather that while he is physically weaker than you, he is certainly a more trained and experienced fighter.
Okay. Got it. That's all I was asking for. You can continue with what you had in mind.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, Cedric would actually like to stop and investigate the ruins of this cart, if not a big deal. 5 minutes.
I would.
Quick 5. Quick 5.
5 minutes.
I would like to also get off this horse. My back is kind of.
Yeah, man, I can kind of bring us here. Kind of wants to eat some grass. I'll just, here. Yeah, Flint kind of leads the horse over, and he's like, somebody like help us off.
All right.
Gorn, I need downsies.
I know. I go over to the signpost and I tie my horse up first,
Okay.
Oopsies,
and then I go over to them and I give Roscoe some downsies.
Okay. Nice.
Do I have to do it for, I feel like Flint's tall enough to get off the horse.
No.
Okay.
This is not an undead ship.
He's a hefty boy.
Oh, he's not
Gorn's a
tall.
strong
I had
man.
Gorn or whatever. Yeah, you're right. Okay, I give them both some downsies. The undead ship is here.
Horse.
Undead ship.
Horse.
Undead horse.
Horse. Horse. Kevril on horse. Otis on horse with Kevril, I think. Otis can't ride a
No.
horse. Otis can't ride a horse.
Oh, really?
He's a
Well,
Why
he's
don't
a
we put the
robot.
other two on the
Yeah, why did we have
Two,
Then
this
they get
small
individual
boy?
4,
horses.
5,
Because
6.
it was cute.
Yeah, you guys are just
I-
leading a pack horse around.
God damn it!
Why does one of the horses come up as undead ship?
What?
That's because it's an
Oh, somebody changed it.
What?
Why is its description Calhoun?
That's the horse's name. Rosani's riding Calhoun.
Oh, boy.
Come on.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Jeez.
Now,
Now it's an undead horse.
Otis is being led. He's not actually riding it. He's just kind of like,
His horse is tied off to another horse.
yeah, okay.
It's like when they do those like pony rides, but
Yes.
someone's just guiding it the whole time.
1, 2,
Wait,
3,
so
4.
there's just a horse that's not being ridden, and Flint and Roscoe are sharing.
No,
a
no,
horse?
no, no, no.
No.
Otis is on the
No.
horse.
No, we're good. We figured
Okay.
it out.
Okay. Cedric, you hop off your horse.
Yeah, man.
Okay. You clamber off of your horse and head over to investigate the ruins of this wagon.
I just want to check it out.
Could I have you roll an investigation check?
You may.
We're all gonna take a break. I'm gonna get off my horse too.
Okay, you do so.
Oh, I rolled really nicely. I rolled a. Where's investigation? +5. Wow. 24.
Okay. Badger.
No.
Cedric, as you begin sifting through the ruins, you begin
Die.
pouring through, and
You die.
as you move away a larger piece of the wagon, a couple wooden pieces that were supporting it kind of and crack off, but you manage to grab it before it like falls down upon you.
Yeah.
But after, there's a loud crack from the wood as that happens that kind of echoes through the otherwise quiet forest clearing. And you think, oh, wow, that was good that you didn't get cracked by this wagon. But then
He's correct.
you hear another noise.
That's exactly why I didn't want to stop.
Oh, my voice can't even create that pitch right now. Okay, well, whatever. You hear
You can describe it.
you hear a soft, high-pitched hissing noise coming from below the wagon, right where the wagon would have fallen had you not caught
Fucking
it.
Pipe bomb.
And you look down, you look down and you see that there is a small glass jar, and within it
Hey, My Little Pony.
a bright orange a bright orange pony. It's Big Mac. or Apple Jack or whatever.
Big Mac.
Apple
That's a different thing. That's not a
Big Mac
pony.
Ugh.
Fine.
What's
Oh.
It's
Oh.
Big Mac.
Oh no.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Anyways, the horses are behind you guys. I mean,
Can I
but
name mine Big Mac? Can I change my name?
you look, Badger. You see within the glass jar, there's a small, pulsing little orange and red bead that is hissing. It's
Am I still holding the thing?
You have it up with one hand. You have one hand free.
Guys, don't come closer.
Why?
See that jar right there?
Yeah.
Can't really see it. It's far away.
Yeah.
Can I grab it? Am I able to grab it, Brett?
Don't die.
Uh-oh.
Cedric
I'm
loses
trying-
his left hand.
Try.
Yeah, I'm really worried.
I
Can,
do use my left hand.
can I have you?
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Can I have you roll a dexterity saving throw?
A saving throw.
Yes.
Wait, do you have
This
your...
is better than my... I think this will probably be better than my first idea, which was to just fucking punt it.
Hey, you already kicked that thing?
Is there a possibility that I can roll an initiative check to see if I can do something before he grabs it?
Are you trying to do this as quickly as possible, Cedric?
No, I'm kind of grabbing it slow.
Then Rosani, you
'Cause I'm
can.
fucking afraid
Oh,
of it.
come
Can
on,
roll
Mike,
an
you gotta
initiative,
blow
or I
up.
can just do
You
it?
can do what you would. Yeah.
Okay, I'm
Let
going.
him blow up.
No, I don't
Yeah,
feel
do
good
whatever you
about this. I'm gonna cast Odaluke's Resilience Sphere on Cedric.
Oh, a what now? Sorry.
Odaluke's Resilience Sphere on Cedric.
Okay, hold on.
Do I have to save from that?
Unless you are an unwilling creature. No.
I'm pretty willing right now. If I'm gauging the waters right now,
Well,
pretty
then
goddamn willing.
then it just appears. Nothing, no physical objects, energy, or other spell effects can pass through the barrier in or out through a creature, and that spirit can breathe in there. So
Wait, did you just trap the explosion like in
No.
there with it?
That was before. That was before he grabbed it.
exactly, which is
Oh.
why I said that specific part.
Because that would have been
That would have
even
been bad.
worse.
Oh!
He just fried in a bubble.
You- You just.
I mean, I could do it on the thing, but I'd probably pick bad.
No, leave me in the
Yeah.
bubble.
Oh, okay.
I can deal with the thing.
You bubble Cedric before he is able to grab the sphere or the.
I don't think this
jar.
qualifies, but a disintegrate spell targeting the globe destroys it without harming anything inside it. Just so you know.
I see that. Yeah.
Okay.
Can
Don't move. Don't
you
move.
guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
How
Badger,
solid-
Cedric.
How solid is this thing? I knock on it.
Completely. Nothing can get inside.
Yes. It's
You are
just,
safe.
Okay.
That's why I did it.
You guys, well, Should
Why
I-
don't we do a little bit of a magical hand to
I-
poke it instead of a legitimate hand?
well, I was just gonna roll on top of it in a bubble.
I mean, I guess you could do
but-
that.
Before you do that, let me just
for it.
grab it and get it away from the falling cart. So I'm with my mage hand, not my
move.
not my flesh hands.
Yes, you can push, and other people can carry the orb too, Gorn.
Nice.
So I
Oh.
have to
Nice,
roll
nice
around.
rolling.
So I have to roll around in a hamster ball or get carried by Gorn.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm
Until-
gonna roll you
I-
around
until
there.
the spell ends.
Until the spell ends, or I
Okay.
for up to 1 minute, so we got to do this fast.
Okay. So,
All right. Well, I'm standing in a circle
all right.
I'm-
or sphere. Sphere.
I'm gonna cast Mage Hand and use it to like float the hand over and grab the jar and slowly hoist.
Okay,
and move it-
roll dexterity saving throw
For the
And
hand?
for the Mage Hand.
for the mage hand.
Oh fuck, that's not good.
that's
Does the mage hand
exactly
have
why I put
dexterity?
him in Odalus.
Oh, that's a
Resilience.
that's a 21.
21.
16 plus 5.
Okay.
Dexterous little man.
Yeah.
His hand.
The bead in the jar kind of like dink, 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 bounces around a little bit before it falls to the bottom of the jar and pulses with orange color. A little larger than it was before.
Okay.
Are you just gonna hold it near me, or are
No,
you gonna
I'm gonna-
chuck it?
I'm gonna slowly move it, like just like kind of float it away. I'm gonna stay within 30 feet of it so I can like keep my hand going, and I'm just gonna move it towards the patch of forest behind the cart, just like slowly drifting it out that way.
Okay.
Can I shoot an arrow at it?
Yeah.
We're all so bored of this jar.
I did also want to say, as soon as it got over 30 feet away from Cedric, I'm going to cast Odaluke's Resilient Spear again, but this time on Roscoe.
Okay.
How many of these do you
Appreciate
get,
it.
lady?
Case
You do
it
so.
has an over 30-foot range.
I hope it's
Roscoe,
not.
Scared.
Roscoe, you move it into the forest as far as you can, as the sphere around you.
All right.
So
I
nothing,
don't have a sphere anymore.
nothing,
No.
not physical energy or other spell effects can pass through the barrier in or out, which means that the mage hand is dispelled.
Big, nice.
Epic.
Oh, shit,
Is
I
it
don't-
still? Okay. Well, I
Oh,
mean,
wait. Do I
it's
know
away from
as
me.
it's like swooping around me? Do I know do I have like a feeling like, oh, this is gonna like cut off my magic, and I could resist it?
You can roll a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you. If you're not
Against
willing,
my save DC.
I'm unwilling. Okay. Oh, it's another 21. I'm rolling really fucking good today. It's another 21. 16 plus 5.
Yeah, you save.
Okay.
tactical,
All right,
tactical prowess.
You say anything to
Rosani?
Rosa? Yeah.
Rosani, I appreciate it. Not now, not the time. Give me a minute. I'm gonna bring it towards get a little bit into the forest, not like super far and like kind of on the edge, and I'm gonna very, very gently lower it down onto the ground. Once it's on the ground, I'm gonna dispel the mage hand, and then book it this way.
Okay. As soon as it touches the ground,
I knew
Oh,
you were going to say
fuck.
that. I
Oh,
knew you were going
fuck.
to
God
say
damn it.
that.
you hear a beep, and you watch as the bead inside of the glass jar kind of tick, 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 ding.
Its night vision turns on.
You just you move
Roscoe
away.
incinerates him.
You move away as you watch the bead just kind of whoop, gone.
Okay.
Boom! It blows up.
Yeah,
There it
sorry.
goes.
Hold on.
Yeah.
What
We were
if
all
I've-
just waiting, and we're like, "What's it
The
gonna be?"
bead. What's 30 feet? About this. Yeah. The glass jar erupts in a massive fiery explosion as this you watch as the entire thicket of trees within which you placed the bead just immediately catch a light. In a roaring inferno of fire, a thunderous clap erupts from the center, shaking the rest of the trees and deafening you as it echoes and echoes through the quiet, to the otherwise quiet forest. You guys watch as many birds are just scared from their nests around wherever and fly off into the sky.
Okay, so I'm going to regret saying this, but I did have the jar at the edge of the forest.
Ooh.
Okay.
So
For
that
the
that
sake
changes,
of honesty
that
and
changes the game.
continuity. Because my plan was, set it down, run away, and then Gorn shoots it when we're all far away. But that didn't happen.
Well, 30 feet, right?
Yeah, because I was 30 feet away from it when I put it down.
Yeah.
I gotta make this a circle soon, otherwise it's
Yeah,
gonna look
yeah,
bad.
you do. Let's go.
Okay. Well, anyways, the same general thing occurs.
No, describe it all again.
No.
Okay.
As an inferno just erupts from this.
Is Roscoe on the very edge of that explosion?
You watch as Roscoe just barely misses getting fucking torched by this sucker as all of your ears are ringing from the massive explosion near you, and you look in surprise to see this giant inferno that has lit up all these trees and the grass around you. Before you have time to react, you all hear the scraping of stone. And you turn around and look and watch as the stones upon the ground are tossed aside, and from holes beneath the stones, several bandits clamber out. Armed with, let's see, what are they armed with?
Bull noodles.
Armed, yeah. Armed with spears, maces, and shields. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Spearman, my worst
Are you
enemy.
telling me that our stone expert Flint did not realize that these were fake stones?
And as these bandits start pushing out of the rocks, you guys start grabbing your weapons ready to defend. You hear just maniacal laughter coming from over nearby in this direction over here by the orange X. In fact, I'll do it for you. You watch as this man, you look around and hear it. You hear this and you look and you see from just nowhere appears out of the nothingness a man. You look at this guy. This man before you, well, you watch as he quickly begins waving his hands in front of him. The man before you bears very little resemblance to what you'd expect from the few mages that you've met in the past. You see that he's middle-aged with cropped brown hair and gruesome scars upon all of his exposed flesh, and he carries no spellbook nor other obvious arcane focus. He's clad in light metal armament and a tattered blue tabard. You see that a broken metal mace hangs from his belt, and it rattles as the wind picks up around him and he begins to cast his spell. As his tabard flaps in the wind, you can see 3 white stripes upon its front, the same as those that fly upon the flag of the Clearwater. Gorn, I need you to roll a history check.
Always.
Lore
More.
Lore keeper going.
Oh.
Check.
Yeah.
Fat -1 to that. Come on. How
There
bad
it
can
is.
it be? Give me a 19. That's 11. It's an 11.
Nice.
Gorn, you look and you, as the rest of the party begins to prepare to dodge or attack or defend or anything, you look and you see the clothing and armor that this man is clad in, and you realize you've seen somebody like this before many years ago, almost over a decade past. You recognize that this is clearly the garb of the supposedly all killed company of sorcerers under the employ of the king many years ago, though you know that the supposition of all of their deaths has been exaggerated. You do not recognize this individual, but before you have any more time to ponder his existence, you
Thrown
watch
off.
as
Very confused.
his hands outstretch and lightning crackles in front of him before a thick, energetic bolt of lightning rips its way crackling through the air towards you
Not-
guys.
Horse.
Hold on. Well, I guess he kind of aims it a little differently if he really wants to hit any of you guys, huh?
You kind of whipped.
He just misses.
Get good.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Ra's ultimate from Smite.
No,
I-
Otis is in the way. He's made of metal. He'll take all the electricity.
It's true. Ground him.
Wait a minute.
He's grounded on the horse.
I need everyone except for Rosani to make a dexterity saving
And
throw.
Cedric.
Oh, and Cedric, yeah.
I
Thank
love
God, the two
dexterity
people
saving
can
throws.
heal well.
I'm such a fan of dexterity saving throws. I'm
I
not a
am
fan. I'm not a fan. I'm about to take so much damage. Fuck.
Do you have a
I do
session
have-
die?
No.
I do have mass cure wounds.
I got a 13.
I have a synthetic 20.
Okay. Hold on.
Where's
Does
my?
this
If I
guy
rolled
just,
a
like-
7 or an 8, I would have been fine. But
Yeah,
no, I
18.
This
got
guy
a
just
6.
doing this? Are we not in like an initiative order?
You have been surprised.
Uh,
Yes.
Surprise attack.
they really got us with those stones.
The fucking lightning bolt.
No.
All right. What are our rolls here?
I got an 18.
Synthetic 20.
13.
Not so nice.
Okay.
I'll add a Twisted Fate to Gorn's 13.
Hold on.
Gorn actually rolled a 15.
So,
I hope that's enough.
large
I
badger
hope
moment.
I fucking hope it is too. Not
Okay.
a large
Bad
badger.
badger.
So we rolled
wasn't
a. Hold on, and I'll have to deal with Otis, and Flint.
Otis
Mitchell
is
is
his own.
here.
Otis is his own
Oh.
Faraday cage.
Mitchell is
He's
here.
fine.
Oh, is he?
Mitchell has been in the Discord call.
Mitchell is
Yeah,
here.
there
I
he
do
is.
have to go though. I do have to go.
Okay,
Okay.
that's fine.
Bye, Mitchell.
Peace, man.
Hi.
Bye.
Yes.
All right, Molmes. Hold on.
Otis catches the lightning and redirects back at him. Wow.
Give me just a
Nice.
second.
Soul, whatever that shit.
Oh yeah, no, like the fucking oh, Avatar.
Yeah, the lightning
Where
redirection.
Hero teaches
Mhm.
Zuko in the fucking desert. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna
redirects the lightning from the sky. It's a dope
Mhm.
scene.
I'm gonna
Oh, yeah.
contest something here. I think that Otis shouldn't have to roll. I think it should be his horse. Because he's on the horse and you can't get Otis with that angle. It would have to go
Lightning
like
just-
this.
Wouldn't it just go through the horse into Otis?
Yeah,
He also
But
gets
Otis is
tired enough.
elevated. Otis is
Tired enough.
elevated. So if he
Doesn't
wants to hit
die.
up,
But
he
he's
has to
still
aim
touching the horse, so it's
lower. Nobody's not towards the path of ground. If it hits the horse is grounded, so it's going to go from the horse to the ground, not from the horse up to Otis.
yeah.
Otis gets hit by the lightning bolt,
Okay.
This is also
I tried.
no.
and
I
the
also
And
tried.
a very good conductor.
okay.
Right.
What are our saving throws?
I
think the
18.
lowest was 15.
Okay,
15.
we had an 18, a 15, and higher than that.
Yes.
Yeah, 20. Synthetic 20, and I forget the other ones.
And the other
Oh,
ones
I hear
are
a lot of
Brett's
dice.
I hear a lot of dice.
Don't worry about it.
There's
Okay.
a lot of dice being rolled.
That zone does not keep audio from us.
I'm gonna
Oh.
have to
Beware.
use all my spell slots for healing.
Okay.
I
just
might. I
use
don't know
second
if
wind
that
if I need
fire's
to.
still going, but I might have to use a spell slot to deal with that too.
Oh God.
Fire brigade.
So
Yes, that's me.
you guys watch as this mystery mage ushers forth a great bolt of lightning towards you. Cavril, you watch as your horse is immediately fried by it.
Oh,
And
not
just-
Big Mac.
Tragic.
In fact, it really is a horrific sight as the lightning literally cavitates the horse, and its guts are just splashed over you.
Good thing I was wearing my mask.
In fact, knocking you down to avoid
Really?
all
On
of
a
the
fucking- on an 18?
Explosive horse.
knocking you down to
Ah.
avoid all of the damage from the attack.
That's good at least.
Otis's horse is similarly destroyed, as Otis may or may not catch as much damage. I haven't rolled their saves. They'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow? Yeah, we're playing tomorrow, by the way.
Let's go.
Down.
Gorn, you are
Double header.
too surprised by this strange revelation that you are
Our
unable
memories
to.
come back.
You are unable
In a
to
moment.
get away from the blast. Roscoe, luckily, you have the most time to escape and are able to dodge away.
I grab Roscoe by the neck, holding him.
Ro-
Just kidding.
Roscoe and
Gotta roll a
Kevril.
grapple.
Roscoe and Kevril, the two of you take 16 electricity damage,
Oh, motherfucker. Here comes
took-
45.
while
My
Gorn,
dome.
you take 32 electricity damage as you
Yeah,
are
okay,
caught
that's
full force
fair.
by the lightning bolt.
I'm in pain,
fuck it.
but I'm
Wow.
not actually that in pain.
The rest of the bandits, spurred on by this electric assault, ready their weapons and begin rushing in towards you to attack. While the mage, you look as he huffs and puffs after having fired off the lightning bolt, and you see a maniacal smile just kind of form on his face. And you watch as thick flowing tears also begin to pour down from his eyes. And well, that is where we are going to end tonight's session. So
So you
we'll,
gotta rush that, man.
That's the plan.
Bro, I'm
You
about
gotta
to
gotta
unleash-
rush
But I'm
me.
I am
lying.
about to unleash nature's fucking fury on this guy for killing my horse. He is going to suffer
Well, don't
the
wait.
absolute wrath.
I mean, I need
No,
to. I
this
need
guy's
to,
dying.
I wasn't planning
yeah.
on melting any brains today, but
It is what it is.
circumstances.
But I kind of
Yeah.
need to have him alive. But we could talk when I have him restrained.
so
Fuck.
anyways,
as long
everyone,
as none of our other horses die, we can.
But there's
still-
fucking what?
There's
There's
4 horses.
there's
we're gonna
7
have-
dudes. Are you kidding me?
We're
Are
gonna
you
have
kidding
to
me?
double up on 3 of the horses.
Okay, Gorn is very heavy.
Everyone is
I believe
responsible.
Otis is
So-
very heavy.
so that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
run.
Thank you all for coming. If you're watching for the first time, we hope you enjoyed yourself. If you're a returning viewer, then thank you for joining us once again. We apologize for the technical difficulties that we experienced, and we're going to have more of those in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah, but thank you for
Let's
watching, and we'll
go.
see you later.